Get over, but second row. Are we live?
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
All right. So, I feel like my segment needs to be hottest family member that's on the draft. Black dress for Zach Wilson is in.
Second row.
Second row black dress.
Write it down and then you can do a breakdown.
I'm going to do a top 10. And his mom is also in there. But no, listen.
Just a good-looking family.
We should recap real quick. Obviously, first two picks, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson.
Couple shockers.
Straight chalk. Now is when we get into the fun. A lot of people think Mac Jones. That's what we hear from the beginning. But now we're hearing that it's getting a little iffy. They don't know if they're going to pick Mac Jones. They kind of like Trey Lance. Justin Fields, I have not heard, is in the conversation.
That's why I scribbled his name down. I hope he is the one.
I would love it.
He's on that sheet of mine.
They still might not
They
know.
are still confused. Nope, they're clapping. Never mind. Just clap.
Does that mean they got their picking?
They have to know.
Let's look at Shanahan.
Shanahan's loving
If
life.
he's loving
He
it,
was
it's Mac
smiling.
Jones.
Mac Jones, he was
Yep.
smiling.
Lance was where he was a little more concerned.
We're all 2 for 2. A mock draft. Did everybody have Mac Jones?
Yes.
Other than John? Did you have Mac Jones 3?
No, I didn't.
Not sure what's
Who'd
going
you
on
have?
upstairs with
I
the
thought they were
snacks.
gonna. I thought they were gonna take a chance on Penny Sewell. To be honest with you.
You're kidding me.
He's been telling me that all
No,
week.
sorry.
You thought 49ers were
Sorry,
going to
no.
trade up
You
for
did tell me that you
No,
did not
my bad.
believe in that they were going to take quarterback.
49ers
No, I
traded
don't
to
know.
3. Who do you think? Who did you have picked?
I don't remember. Did I write? I didn't write anything down. I'm sure.
course you
I'm
didn't.
sure I had a quarterback.
I am
I haven't thought about it a whole lot.
flabbergasted. Look at Justin Fields got a text.
I'm telling you. That's why I wrote down Justin Fields, only because that way it eliminates the chance of him falling to 7 and his whole
But you
career
want
being
that?
ruined. in
No, but you kind of want
I do.
that,
I
though.
think. Oh man, I think he's all right. I think he's good. I think he's better than Jared Goff. But
I think
No.
Mac Jones, Shanahan, quarterback. He loves the prototype. He's the official prototype of
I think-
Shanahan.
I don't think it's Mac Jones, to be honest with you.
Look at him
Right
laughing,
now,
having a
you
good
still
time.
don't think it is?
I don't know. I think they could surprise some people with Justin Fields here. I think I would have gone Justin Fields personally. I wouldn't go Mac Jones. But one thing that I love about this pick is nobody else would have taken Mac Jones ahead of the Lions. So this just makes the Lions pick that much more valuable.
You want
that's what I want
quarterbacks.
to see.
You want quarterbacks
I
going
want quarterbacks
right now.
taken. I want Penei Sewell to fall. That is my goal in this draft. It'll be interesting to see how it falls because Atlanta's is a tough one. I know everybody has Kyle Pitts.
Oh,
Like
that's
with
my
them,
boy.
I get that wouldn't be a bad pick, but I mean I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We all know
the
it's quarterback.
The pick's in here, so
we know who
We all
it
know
is.
it's quarterback.
So
it's
where are we
between
going at
Trey
4?
Lance and Mac Jones at this point.
Mac Jones, there's no
I'm going
doubt.
I think it's
Mike
Mac Jones.
Jones.
Mike
Who?
Jones.
Mac Jones. Who?
Yeah, it's probably Mac Jones.
Who did I pick? I just want to make sure. Yeah, I did pick Mac Jones. We'll see. If it's Justin Fields up, my mind will be blown. I think it's Trey Lance or Mac Jones.
John, who do you think it is?
I wrote down Justin Fields only. Look at the division. You got Wilson. You got Kyler Murray in that division, running around throwing the football, slinging the rock. I
Stafford
mean,
as
he's
well.
not a mobile quarterback, but he's not. I don't know. Is he your prototypical quarterback?
That is
Because
a-
he wasn't in Detroit, but I don't know. I could see
Dude,
him
that
following
division's
flow.
quarterback.
That division's legit.
That's crazy.
I think
And
they said-
Andrea's coming back for one more.
I think that division
Just take him upstairs.
represents the NFC.
She
in
thinks she
in
works
Super
off the whole
Bowl
thing.
this year.
I'm like saying that on. Yeah. All right, here we go. Why does it take so long for them to announce the pick?
It's all part of the.
Yeah.
It's because Trav was saying, remember, it took 15 minutes for a pick before.
Right.
They just shut the clock
Did it
off
used to?
and
Yeah, so it's
add
the
the
same.
5 on, yeah, no running clock.
There's nothing different.
Check see where comments are. I won't have anything, but
Sounds good, though.
sounds really good.
2021 NFL Draft. The San Francisco
we go.
49ers select Trey Lance.
Oh!
my goodness!
They did change it.
Okay, now
This is big news, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a big move here because I
Where
think
did you have Trey?
Down.
I had him at 6, so not
Dude, I
far.
am so
Yeah.
glad he was taken. Well, actually, I would rather see Mac Jones.
I almost
because
took Trey
Trey's looking
Lance.
good.
One
I almost
thing that
took Trey
I think
Lance.
could
but
happen now is
just
if
to
Mac
joke
Jones is
with
at
you
7,
guys.
the Patriots
Didn't
have
think
been
it would happen.
talking about
True.
that. So for
And
the
I did
Lions'
predict the
dream,
trade.
The Lions' dream for trade down, Mac Jones falling is not a bad thing.
Holy crap.
I think it's safe to agree this guy is he's a combo of Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray, and he's going to the same division.
They
Play
said
West
his
Coast
the
football.
amount of reps he had is like the least amount for like a top 10 guy in 40 years, 50
Really?
years.
That's crazy.
You're just literally taking a risk that this guy knows
that
exactly
he's
what he's
just
doing.
he's just talented. It's
Which
going to
is
be a fun
crazy.
division to watch. I mean, you're going to have some awesome matchups,
Holy
like John, like you
cow.
brought up earlier.
First surprise here.
I am fired up about watching
I love it.
some of those games.
Yeah, you play the 3 teams 2 games a year.
And the nice thing
That
is,
division, that's going to be
us being on the East
Pretty
Coast, we're going to
surprised.
get those maybe a couple of those later 4 o'clock games with 49ers and Arizona, or even Stafford in that division.
Dude,
is
the
going
man
to be
didn't throw
fun.
a single pick in whatever. In 2019, he had 28 touchdowns, like 0 interception. That's crazy. But not a lot of reps, so we'll see. And competition is not as great, so
okay.
this is going to be fun.
Over under Jimmy G.
He's
4
getting traded.
starts.
He's getting traded. Jimmy G's traded.
He's
guaranteed.
traded. He's gone.
2,
Tonight?
the Green Bay Packers.
Wouldn't that be something?
No, why would they
Wait.
pick Trey Lance, though?
No,
you could
trade
A
Trey
three-way.
Lance.
to trade him for
Maybe you
Rodgers.
say Packers. Who do you want? Packers say, I want Trey Lance and the next, 2 first
and then
round
you
picks.
can work out that trade later on. I like that
I
conspiracy.
don't know. Just saying.
I
Just
like
think
that.
about
Some,
that.
we
I
get into
should've brought
some
the table
baseball,
on it.
like 3-way trades here.
We could go 3-way. Lions.
You start
jumped
getting
in.
everyone in on some weird stuff here.
All right, so the Falcons is a big
Dang
one
it.
too. I think
I
4
almost went that.
So that
but
changed a lot, I think.
There
but
goes
it
my
doesn't
perfect.
change what the Falcons are going to do here. In my head, they're going to go Penei Sewell
Man.
or Kyle Pitts.
Oh, Kyle Pitts.
You think they're going Kyle Pitts?
I
But
actually.
I don't know what I'm talking about after that last pick. Although I had leaned Trey Lance earlier, like a lot of people, but I really thought at the end of the day it would go Jones. So now I think you're gonna. I don't know. I think you chalk it back up. You
I
go
think
Pitts.
you can't go. You have to go Pitts.
He's the best player on the board.
I actually predicted. I thought Miami might trade up 2 spots to try to get Pitts. It's only 2 spots, but I thought they would want Pitts hardcore. Not happening, obviously, at this point. But
But you're right. I mean,
I picked
why
Pitts
not?
no matter what, so that don't matter. But I think Pitts is the man. I think as far as talent level goes, he's the best player by far in this spot. I don't think Atlanta even needs a tight end. But, dude, Calvin Ridley,
He's not a
Julio
tight end,
Jones,
though, either, you know?
Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, and now freaking Kyle Pitts.
It's a great
You have
situation
no
to
more
have.
excuses for Matt Ryan.
No,
at all. I mean, he's always
exactly.
been pretty good, but
I
what
just
a
want to
crazy
go
trio of wide receivers.
back real quick to that last pick, and just see how Vegas lines did it, because when he started the day, it was all
Trey Lance was a big
mine.
one.
I mean,
And-
Mac,
sorry,
Mac
minus
Jones.
300.
So Mac
Was
Jones
minus
was
300?
minus 300, and it flipped prior to the draft. So we should have trusted Vegas on this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's when we went into the draft, it was flipped, where he was the favorite to get picked.
How about that draft hat? That's a cool draft hat. Who's this guy?
That's Trey, dude.
Oh, sorry. It's a replay.
Oh, I thought for sure someone might trade this spot, but I don't even think the Falcons need much, to be truthful. Especially at wideout. They don't really need that, but I think top 5 picks, you're just going pure talent, unless you need a quarterback.
Right.
If you have a quarterback and you're a top 5 pick, I don't even care if you're loaded at wide receiver, you just pick the top 10.
How about Jimmy G in this? How he's feeling? I mean, he got a ridiculous contract.
shafted.
He got hurt. I mean, it was an unfortunate injury that happened, and he's got to be wondering, what the heck? You guys paid me to be the guy.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Yeah, but
there-
it wasn't working out.
I also
He
think
got
that
shafted.
all of his salary has been paid. They can cut him or trade him without any.
There are teams that would
very
take him.
very little cap hit. So they structured that contract really well, where he's not that valuable, or he doesn't hurt the team that bad, staying there. And it'll be interesting to see if they keep Jimmy G. Do they want Trey Lance, who hasn't played in a year, who's young and really doesn't have very much experience, kind of like Jarrett was already saying? It's like,
I think you're trading him at this point.
You
You
think-
paid him too much
or-
money to be a
or-
backup.
or you do what you did with what happened with? Oh my gosh,
Rodgers and Love. You just
no,
you have
like you
Lance.
start the season, like
Yeah, you have
Harbaugh
Lance
did, like
back
Harbaugh
up.
did with Kaepernick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like when he came in.
That's
And
a
then-
topic for
and then-
another day.
it's gonna be interesting.
Well, no, but like who was the
Pick
number
is
one
in,
He
no
retired this
trade.
year.
If they don't pick Kyle Pitts, I'm gonna go ballistic because Kyle Pitts is my boy.
We'll see. I'd be okay with Pitts falling to 7. I wouldn't mind taking him. I would take him if he was there.
There's no way he falls to 7, but yes, imagine that. Oh my
If
gosh.
he gets
having-
past the Falcons, though, things get
I think
interesting.
Miami has to consider him at 6. It's got to be him. What if they love Mac Jones?
I thought Trey Lance might have gone to Atlanta if he would have dropped. Dude, why is it?
Where does
They're
Mac
not
Jones?
going quarterback, are they?
I think they wanted Trey Lance.
You think so?
I from what I heard, Trey Lance is just like their boy.
What you
Would
guys?
have been very interesting if they did.
So I don't think they have another guy that they would be unless
Was there an
Fields
under on the quarterbacks in this?
Yeah, there was like I think it was
5.5.
in the first half or something, or first round.
first. Did anybody? No, none of us got that one right.
No.
Take the number 3 overall pick.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Dang it, we're all tied still. Will each of the first 4 picks be a QB? Did everybody put no?
This will be the first time that quarterback goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
It could. If he
I think
picked
he already
Fields,
knows.
oh.
The fact that Greeny's saying that, he already knows the pick. Let's be honest. He does.
Every person they pick cannot get out of that chair right away.
Oh, I don't know. What did the guy look? He showed him the
You
pick.
gotta look. Yo,
He's like,
Kyle
no, it's
Pitts,
not.
though, I will
It's not
flip
Mac
out.
Jones.
With the 4th pick in the
Fourth pick.
NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
freaking go.
All right, Jarrett, give us
Let's
the
go.
take on your Florida guy.
Unbelievable player. I don't think there's any question that he is the most athletic / freakishly human in this draft. Listen, as a Gator fan, watching every game, tell me the amount of times in our group text I texted Kyle to Kyle with eyeballs
No
because
doubt.
Trask to Pitts was just the unbelievable combo. Mostly because of Pitts.
He is a
He is
freak.
a
I think he's
tall,
the most.
fast. He ran a 4.3 something, 4.4 something. And I still think it's not even tight end comparison, but I think for you guys at least, Calvin Johnson. I'm going that far to say he's a Calvin Johnson, dude. Right here, yo, represent.
Wearing the jersey.
He is that freakish of a person where he can get jump balls. He'll outbeat you, running by you. Don't compare to Waller.
At
Although
the same
Waller's a
time,
baller.
though,
Waller is a
yeah,
baller.
Waller is that freak
Waller is a
athlete
baller.
too, in a sense.
Dang.
I think it's a safe pick. I mean, it's a can't miss.
You can't
right?
go wrong.
You
Dude.
can't miss with a guy like this guy. Right?
Falcons. Can we just discuss, though, covering their wide receivers?
If
I mean,
Julio
they
stays.
just turned
If
into
Julio
a
stays-
I know they're showing Kelsey right now, but they just turned into a Kansas City Chiefs team where you got multiple
Julio,
weapons
Ridley,
outside,
and now
speed,
Pitts.
and now you got a big frame. In
Oh, dude, I think that's your best wide receiver combo now in the NFL is that crew right there. Crazy. Yeah, dude.
I mean,
see,
they got to
put
compete
them
with
in
Tampa Bay.
slot
You
half
know?
the time.
Yeah.
All around, I love the pick. Dynamic. I don't think it was a need for the Falcons, but overall, I don't think you. Again, top 5. If you're not picking a quarterback, you don't need one. You just pick pure talent.
Look
number
at this
1.
guy. Sorry, but
Let's go.
look at the guy in the front. Like, what's he up to?
He's just
is
the
Is
that?
he, is he the guy
nerd.
from Moneyball? Like, they brought him in. Like,
He is
he.
little intern there. You know, he's
he's
texting all
figuring
his
it
boys
out.
right now. Hey, I made that pick.
Guys, check
Right.
me out in the camera.
Well, no, he's starting to think second round straight
Yeah,
up. I
everybody
mean,
do it.
he's putting all the Moneyball equations in.
All right, so we're moving on.
I think this pick
Bengals
might.
coming up. This is the pick that I think is very 50-50.
Right. Are you going Chase?
Sewell, do you go pass block for our boy here, or do you
Burrows?
go
Yeah.
Or do you give him his
or do you
partner
give him
in
his
crime?
weapon that he knows from LSU, Jamar Chase?
Oh.
It looks like you're wearing an
Where do you
LSU
go?
jersey.
I'm a big Chase fan too, so I was kind of hoping he might fall to 7.
Okay.
Honestly, I like him more.
What do
than
you
Devonta
think
Smith.
happens here, though?
Man, I think they go offensive tackle, right? They got to protect.
going
the guy,
Sewell-
right?
Sewell?
Yeah.
I-
Penei Sewell.
I'm going Chase, but
I went Chase
I'm going
as
Chase
well.
is
I'm
what I
going just
think they
pure-
should do. But I think Sewell's a smart pick. If you just look at his knee,
Oh, Kyle.
look, you look at Burrow's knee and you're like, okay, we can't let that happen again. But if Burrow wants Chase, you take Chase.
Yeah,
I think it's up to
one of
him.
those, it's up to him. Like, dude, if you can make him happy, and if he was very close to him on LSU, Chase was his homeboy. Dude, how do you
And
not pick him just to make Burrow just feel?
And I know
good?
it's like they don't really have a lot of say in those decisions, but how do you not go to Burrow and say, hey, what are your thoughts on this guy? He either loves him or doesn't. And that will never come out if they don't take him. But
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Kyle and
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at 6'2", 210 pounds. Oh, yeah, what the heck? Yeah, that's between picks. Between picks. Bengals pick coming up, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think's going to happen? Find out after this commercial break.
Usually, if we have an extra one, I give them John, drinking Bush Light. We are live, yeah. But they can only hear the mic. They can probably hear a little bit, but probably not you. What was Josie doing? He was all excited. Oh, dude, yeah, yeah, good. I loved it. Loved every second of it. He was like, dude, we gotta have you guys again. We're gonna do it around my campfire. I got a gas campfire. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it was sweet.
Well, I wondered because it was covered. Like, if we have like a fire pit,
Yeah.
you know, like, but I'm like, why would you cover it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't want water in there or something. And then I'm like, I bet he hits a switch and turns it on.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
I definitely got a pretty good vibe from him too. Like, I know he was just pumped to see
It's so hurtful.
all the setup. And
How are you,
then
man?
went into it.
Good.
Holy
You
cow.
too. You too.
I love that people are impressed with our setup.
I do too. I think people don't know what to expect, and then they get like, and not to be funny, but like that, like John knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Stuff like,
Yeah.
and obviously you do too. But like we have the board, we have a producer, we have like
Yeah. All that kind, all that stuff. Yeah.
fake it till you make it, dude.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I think any connection you can build with a company like theirs,
I switched spots with Jarrett without asking. He didn't call seat. He didn't call seat check. Well, is there? Tigers playing. So we got Pitts. Pitts went number 4. I think I already made that switch. Yeah. So what are you pouring? You can explain it. I actually just opened hand squeeze.
Real similar to the Wheezin juice.
So this is from the brand new Coopersville Brewing Company. Their beer is called Hand Squeeze, so it's probably their take on Wheezin' the Juice.
It is.
A fresh squeezed IPA.
It is, and actually the brewer from Grand Armory is now there at Coopersville Brewing Company, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have some pretty good beer coming out here
Yes,
soon.
exciting.
I'm excited to try it, man.
You
brought a
definitely
couple
got to
of these
come
for
out and
us?
try it. Yeah, I brought a couple for people to try, and you notice how clear it is. That's kind of his like style.
Yeah,
that
because
they were
that's
telling
what
me.
Wheezin' the Juice is too.
It's-
It's clear, even though it has like the
hazy
haziness
taste. They
to it.
still call it a juicy or whatever. Yeah,
I'm excited to try it. I'm gonna just drink it right.
perfect. Yeah, you can. And there's
Especially on the camera.
well, ESPN has been doing that all night. So
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the setup. Are they not even together or anything?
Yeah, that's good. Not as much juice, if you will, as Wheezin' the Juice, but it's
True.
really good.
it isn't as juice, but it's still like enough of it. You can. There's more if you want. We got a whole nother one here, boys. So If you don't want the scraps there, John. John's double bushing it, and then yeah, keeping it Coopersville. Love it. What do you got there?
Yeah, so this one that I'm drinking is actually from Lost Art Campfire. It's their American style pale ale. Lost Art, one of the best local joints here. For sure.
It really is. Hidden gem if you
fairly
haven't been
new.
there yet.
Yeah, right here in Walker. Oh, this guy's feeling it. Look at this guy dancing. He has no idea what's going on. No clue.
He's been tailgating all day.
He has a jersey number 77. What do you?
I think that's. Didn't they have like a lineman that was really good back in the day? I don't know though.
The Bengals? Probably not.
Right. Guys,
All
we're
right, here
getting
you go.
close to us.
This is actually a really big pick. This could be Sewell, Jamar.
This could make Sam really upset because Sam's
Please
wanted
be
Sewell
Jamar Chase.
forever.
Yes!
Oh man.
Let's go!
Oh,
Let's go!
we got one chance.
Jamar
They went
Chase.
with Jamar Chase.
Go.
So Sewell's still
Sewell
on the
is
board.
still- I moved you.
Let's go.
I moved you.
We did. We did go
Oh
that way.
my gosh. Dude, Lions might have a legit shot.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
Lions might have a legit shot at Sewell.
Let me try this.
That's mine. Oh, yes, let's go.
Devonta Smith pick 6 to Miami to go play
Candy.
with Tua.
I forget. No.
So is it J.A.?
Trade.
Just kidding. I actually thought Miami was going to trade.
Yes. Jamarr.
But it's like J.A. apostrophe uppercase M, right?
Sure.
This very well could be Devontae or Sewell. Where's my phone?
What are you guys' thoughts? You think he's the best receiver in the draft?
I do think so. I know Devonta Smith might have more breakaway speed off the line, but I like his size, hands, downfield abilities. I don't know. I was a big fan of Jamar Chase's number 1 wideout on my list.
I thought for sure athletically past Pitts, he is the man that you needed. Like wide receivers, there's 3 that we all know are just ballers. He was by far the number 1, I think.
Oh,
But
by far.
I think Sewell goes here. I think the Dolphins stack up to protect Tua. Everybody thinks wide receiver
Or they
because I
could-
think
they
everybody
could-
thought Chase was going to be here for that.
Right.
pick.
That makes things really
No,
interesting here.
a lot of
I-
people had Waddle or even Devontae Adams here.
And
it could. It very
Because
well
it's
could.
also it's the same thing there that just happened with
You're
with
so excited for Sewell. to
Look,
be
and-
there.
and I know the
You
coaches-
want that to
I
happen
want-
so
I didn't
I
bad.
want
think
him
I didn't
so
think
bad.
he'd be there at 6, to be honest. So
Sewell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very surprised he's still available.
I know
between
that
Atlanta and Cincinnati.
I thought Sewell was going to like 9. I think in my draft.
coaches are obviously they're going to, promote their players the best they can. But for the fact that Saban was talking about
pick's
Waddle
already
being
in.
the best
Yeah,
route runner.
They went fast.
All right, so what?
Sewell.
All right, do you think it's fast?
How
because
about
they
no
picked
trades
Sewell
yet?
Or because they already had their guy on the?
Devontae
How about
Smith.
they
think
had to have their guy?
If
We
it's
are-
Devontae, I'm gonna get naked. I'm
No,
gonna be
I'm
so.
already-
That's
pumped.
gonna be something else.
And then the Lions pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to close the
And then the Lions will pass
Listen,
on
it's been
Sewell.
great
and I'll
talking to
be
you on
so
Facebook
mad.
before we.
They'll draft a safety.
I do think it's going to be Penei Sewell. I think we're all in agreement. It's going to be either wide receiver or him.
You can't
Your
get the
phone's
early
ahead.
This is where my
notifications.
notes are.
Your phones are ahead of this.
I don't get those
Alright.
notifications.
So I can go before you guys?
Yeah.
Kyle, do not.
Kyle, whisper.
Don't do
Be
it.
that
You,
guy.
you know it's gonna ruin my day if you do that.
It's wide receiver or Sewell at this point. I think there's no other options here.
Probably a 45
If it's wide
seconds.
receiver, do any of you go Waddle over Smith?
Don't.
Do any of you go Waddle over Smith if it's wide receiver?
No, I would go Waddle. Yeah, 100%. I'd go Waddle.
Oh, I go Smith all day.
Well, I
don't care. I go Smith. I
I'm
go
a big
little
Smith
fast guy.
I am, but Waddle. I mean,
Watching him play last year,
But Saban said he's the best
something
route-
to do with it.
I don't
best
trust guys
route
with last name
runner.
Smith.
Smith was so good last.
he won the Heisman. Not that
unreal.
Heisman means much in the NFL,
but it
but
does
like
it when you're a wide receiver.
right, he's
You
a
don't
stud.
win that very often as a wide receiver.
He is a freak of nature.
I
and
still think
even though
Sewell
Sam
looks-
thinks he's going to break like a pencil, he
Yeah,
is.
odds are against him.
But he is so good.
Odds are
His
against
his length is, oh my gosh.
His wingspan is insane. What is it?
Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Oh,
The Falcons are still going to find a way to lose 30 to
dang it.
Oh my god.
That trio
good, that's
is
good.
so amazing. That is juicy.
That is.
This has been Jamar Chase's dream since he was 8 years old.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
glad.
really? Where did he do the first 8 years of his life?
So here, okay, so say we haven't gotten to the Dolphins pick yet. Say Sewell goes to 7. Patriots also offer to trade. Do you want Sewell or do you want to trade back to the Patriots? Or
What is the return?
just say, I mean, you're going to get a pretty decent return. Any trade in the top 10,
it
you
starts
get a
with
good
a
return.
first rounder next year. That's where it starts.
Okay, so say it's a first round and like some BS picks after that.
I would say, all right, so let's say a second this year.
I
and
know
a
you're
first next.
obsessed with
year.
Sewell. So what does it take for Sewell to
Like
be
to-
passed?
Okay, but-
Like
okay, well,
to
let's-
walk away from Sewell. Is that
Yeah.
what
The,
you're saying?
ni-
pretty
the
much?
nice part is
What's your cost?
if Sewell's falling, that means the Chargers won't need to trade up. They're okay with Sewell or Slater. So basically, and I'd be okay with Slater at 15, or where Patriots are 15, right?
Yeah, Patriots
So
15.
you trade down to 15. Can you get either
Or
of them?
Broncos.
Can you
Broncos
trade down
could
and get
trade
Micah
up.
Parsons? Like that's the thing with like the Lions can't make a pick outside of quarterback or wide receiver that I'll be pissed about. To be honest with you, but if Penei Sewell's there and you take somebody else, that would piss me off.
Is Justin Fields still on the board?
Justin Fields is still on the board.
Oh,
It would be so
best quarterback in the
it would be
NFC
so
North if
Lions
he gets
to
picked.
not take
What's that?
it would be so Lions to take somebody random like defensive player, which we need.
I mean,
But like
okay.
I don't know. Like it would just where are we at right now with this pick? What are we getting? Last second guess, go.
Sewell.
I'm hoping it's Waddle.
I like wide receiver. I like Justin Fields quarterback, and I'm not mad
Let's
about
go.
Sewell either.
If
But
this
No, I'm
is-
talking right here.
If
Dolphins.
this is
on the
Waddle,
Dolphins right now, I think Dolphins are going wide out right here. I think they're going to get somebody else.
Wow.
I don't mind
I don't
either of the wide
disagree with you.
receivers
I
or
really
Sewell.
don't.
I think you're disappointed as a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
They take Sewell just to make Sam mad.
Let's go.
Right, like they got past
Oh,
they got past Cincy
I
and
like
Sam's
to think
freaking
as like
out.
a Dolphins fan, what would I want? I think Sewell or one of the two wide receivers. That's it.
come on, baby.
Devonta Smith.
Here we go.
Come on.
The Miami Dolphins select Jalen.
Yes!
Oh
Oh, Waddle!
my goodness.
Waddle has been picked, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go!
He's just chilling.
Let's go!
And they picked that so fast.
Wow.
They might have been going that way anyway.
Wanted him.
Even
They went wide out,
like
100%.
if they went
That's
if they went Penne, if Cincinnati
What's
went
happening, boys?
Dude,
If
I
they
mean,
went-
both-
I
he
guarantee it's a
played with
commercial.
Tua, right?
5-minute
right.
commercial now.
Yeah, so we
Oh, yeah,
so
they
we had
got
Waddle
the
played with
Detroit
Tua.
Lions franchise.
we had back to back.
I didn't even think about that.
Right.
Burrow goes his guy from LSU.
How about
Tua
us having
wants
only
his
5
guy
minutes?
from Bama.
One of two.
One of two.
How about we only have 5 minutes all of a sudden?
Sense. It does make sense. I think
No.
you're happy as a Miami fan. You
Was
got
that
your
Mac
wide
Jones
receiver.
just giving him a high five?
No
in the
more
background?
excuses for
Not
Tua.
big yet?
Zero.
What if they screw it up?
I've never seen
the-
anyone
the
so hyped
only
for a
thing-
lineman in all my life.
All right, 0 trades so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy I got the best
I'm
lineman.
like
but I'm not like
terrified
that.
right
Oh, dude, Sam has been like
I've
Yeah,
wanted
going
Penei Sewell
crazy.
for a very
His
long time.
Payne has been going 12 to 6 to midnight.
I'm 6 to midnight over here. It's a little
Payne.
uncomfortable.
He's been
But, all
boiling
right,
a
the
big old
Lions are on
pot
the
of
clock. The
Panay
guy,
noodles.
Hey,
the guy
Pick is
that
in.
wanted-
It took them 0 seconds.
Penei Sewell, baby.
Gotta be.
It has
Gotta
to
be
be.
Penei.
They didn't even try to trade at all.
They didn't
just
even
said,
listen. They think they just
Oh
hit the
my God.
jackpot.
That's
Are
the
we
quickest
really gonna
pick
get
I've
this guy
ever
an
seen
offensive
in a-
line?
There was less
is
than 30
set.
seconds off the
Offensive
clock.
line is
That's
set for
unreal.
the next 3 years. You don't have to worry about it. You can draft anything. Move. You don't have to worry
He
about
is
offensive line.
going to
Or they
play
love
FCL
Devonta
and
Smith.
FCL and-
All right.
Somebody do a sound check on Sam and Mike because he's going to be real loud.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to
Yeah,
happen
opening
here.
up high.
We're yelling
Only,
hard.
only because I
I'll try
turned
to
it
be
down
okay.
the other night when we were at
How
Second
about
String Leather
how about
Company.
not even considering a trade?
Was I too loud at that one?
Hey,
No, I just
That's what
turned
I
it
mean,
off
like,
a couple times.
you're-
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
that's
have
right. Yeah.
9-10
is
minutes.
no one
I don't like that. I'm gonna
is
put
no
a
one
lock-
else want to
I'm gonna
talk
put a
about
lock
that?
on mine.
What's that?
That they didn't even consider a
try.
trade. It was like 15 seconds. Pick is in.
I'm sure it was. If Penei Sewell's there, we're picking him. Because I
that's
listened to
too
Sam.
quick.
Look,
Or
hey,
Justin
They listened to
Fields.
Sam.
look. This is State of My Sports podcast. They're like, oh yeah, it's a great. Yeah, they talked me into it. No,
It
but
must have.
the biggest thing here with the Lions is they have preached kneecap biting, like toughness. Toughness is what they've said since Holmes came in, and they've built this staff. If you go quarterback in this situation or wide receiver, you are doing the exact opposite of what you have been preaching for the few months that you've been in this position. Taking the tough guy on the.
Oh, I thought I heard
taking the big guy that is a franchise-changing offensive lineman.
Potentially.
There has to be some talent.
Wasn't Jeff Backus
you can
franchise-changing
get talent elsewhere. You can make your wide receivers.
Line.
You can get a great wide receiver in the second round.
So bite the kneecap, dude. If Sewell gets picked here and breaks his kneecap in any game,
that has nothing to do with it.
Be the most
okay, what if they take
classic
Devonta Smith and he snaps in half, literally, and he can't play a game in his life?
Justin Fields wouldn't snap in half.
This isn't. All right, you guys are
Justin Fields. They might be all in on Justin Fields.
Wouldn't that be something?
If they take, that's the one guy that might be. By Tuesday's podcast, I'll convince myself it's the right pick.
I think Sewell is not a good pick.
Why?
They just don't need offense.
They don't need him.
They don't need who?
They don't need it, but it's making them better.
Who don't they need?
Sewell.
They don't need Sewell.
Like,
they don't need a right tackle.
Tell me one pick
They
here
need
that
him.
doesn't make them better.
True.
Exactly. That's
Then
a great point.
Sewell's the best.
pick
Then
makes
Sewell's the
them
best
better.
bet. That's why it makes
so
sense.
Sewell, you're upgrading a little bit of position.
Hold on. So
it makes
that's
every other
Wide
position
receiver,
better.
You pick a guy and he makes.
It
he
makes
goes, upgrades it a
but it
ton.
makes our bad receivers better.
Hold on.
What? You're gonna be full of average.
Just coming in with
Right,
food.
right.
Right at
We're not
Lions
gonna
pick
be betting
time.
this out on the floor.
Everyone.
This would be a
I'll grab it in a
Lions thing
second.
to do to pick Sewell.
The Lions
And I
are
would
on
be
the clock.
very
You can
happy
set
to
it over
see
here,
them
that's
pick
fine.
Sewell. As a Vikings
You can
fan,
put it right
I
there.
want them to pick
Thank you.
Sewell.
Facebook just saw your butt.
Here we go.
Ratings, all the likes started.
Oh, we got six.
Four likes.
Hey,
Six
hey,
likes.
hey, Sam.
Wait, who was that?
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to mess with your head.
Oh,
Got him.
All right, no, but all
It's
right,
gotta
listen,
be.
Gotta be
listen,
Sewell that they're
listen.
picking. But as a Vikings
Hold
fan
on.
playing against Lions, I hope they pick Sewell. I
No,
really do.
yeah,
I hope so, too.
this year they're not
every
better.
year.
This year they're not any better. I mean, they might get a little better.
Name the
because
last
you can run-
offensive lineman the Lions have picked that has been a bust. None of them.
None of them.
So
They're
let's go.
studs.
Gosler
Well, Riley
chairless.
Reef actually was probably the
Gosler
big-
chairless.
Tomlinson.
He was a bust.
Tomlinson
round?
got
Was he
traded
first
pretty quick.
round?
He's
Yeah,
ended up
Florida
being pretty
State.
good.
Forgot about Childress.
All right, kneecaps.
Gosler.
Let's go.
Kneecaps.
I mean, Backus. He also.
look
I think,
at-
just a
gave up the
reminder,
most
ladies and
He's
gentlemen.
about- he's about to
left
kick
tackle.
something.
Hold on, before we make this
Hold
pick,
on.
just a reminder: if you get vaccinated, you can go to the draft next year. Just saying.
Not having him.
Hey, is part of you excited about the confidence of the organization right now? Just
Danny
instant.
Campbell?
They're
Whoever
excited,
they-
man. They're excited.
Whoever they pick,
Like literally, it's kneecap. Like the moment you made kneecaps, you guys are all in. on
Yeah.
this.
We got
Well, yeah.
Dan
Same
Campbell.
with Hinge.
I thought it was
And we
kind of
got
cheesy.
Panay
Man.
with
I
him.
love it.
We got
First week of
Panay
Tigers,
Soup.
everybody was all in.
All right,
on
let's-
We're gonna
Tigers.
have Campbell's soup right here, first round pick. Panay soup.
You'll be having some pain.
He's like, you know, the head coach used to be a tight end. We're taking a tight end.
they go.
Eubanks from Michigan.
Notre Dame's. That's where I had Panay Sewell. I had him at Carolina.
Justin
If
Fields.
Carolina
he
talked
falls
about
to
it.
Carolina, that
That's where I had him.
is huge.
Dude, not a single trade is going to happen in this. This happens every year where we get hyped with trades and no trades ever really
See,
happen.
these are just bandwagon Lions fans they got there. They're
Yeah,
not
they
holding
just-
microphones right now.
Yeah, people don't wear
No,
Lions.
look at
that guy is not
okay, yeah.
He's been a Detroit fan.
Yeah,
for
he's at every home
years.
game, right? He's like, right.
He's holding his
Goodell
hand.
just told him you got to get out of the chair, and he's not. Getting
Why do
out of the chair.
He's like, do you like Panay Sewell? All right, shh, shh, shh.
With the 7th pick
I'm so hyped.
2021 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Panay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Let's go.
An interesting pick.
Sam,
So happy right
Thank
now.
you.
This is.
Sam
I
gets
know
to sleep
it's not
tonight.
sexy.
Oh, look at how hype he is, though, with Daddy-O.
Look, it's not sexy.
You guys love the Hawaiian people.
Yes, bring him in, baby. Where's Manti?
You love the Polynesian people.
Wait, he's got Pizza Hut. Oh, he's already sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Come on.
All right, but anyways,
I
banana
love it.
pizza.
You
All right,
guys are
let's
obsessed
sit-
with Hawaiian
let's sit and
people.
talk about this, man. it's the right pick because you're not going to win next year. It's not about next year. It might not even be about the year following that. It's about building. This is a building pick. This is exactly what organizations do that are looking to start from scratch and start building something that they want it to be. This is excellent. There are plenty of wide receivers in the second round, plenty of wide receivers throughout the draft. There's going to be 3 or 4 wide receivers in the first round next year that go with very high grades. I love this pick. I think it's the smart move to not take offense just because it's fun and exciting. This is perfect. I love it. I'm so happy.
You did go off.
I'm just
You did
happy
go
you're
off.
happy.
Well, I meant playmaker.
That's
Playmaker.
it.
Oh, he's a D tackle. Nice. All right, I'm
Come on,
interested now.
All right, here's my thing. All
Put him
right,
at nose guard.
listen, rebuild. We're rebuild. It's going to take a few years. How long is his contract?
Who? Penny Sewell?
Yeah.
They'll pick up the 5th-year option for sure. Penny
All
Sewell,
right,
baby!
2 years. Hey, Ryan!
I'm so happy. Penny! He's trying to talk me out of it.
I'm out.
He's trying to talk me out of the pick.
That's a terrible pick.
How's that terrible pick?
That's a great pick.
They're picking
Get on the mic and
they're
tell me
picking for the
because I
next
love it.
3-4 years.
Yeah,
Get on
and
the
then they
mic.
pick up the option.
It's on. Hot
They
mic.
pick up the 5th-year option.
Hi, Mike.
It's a great pick.
It's a
What do you think
multi-year
about it?
commitment to a guy who is the best position.
I would have picked him for the
All right,
Best
just
position.
listen instead of keep talking over us. You might learn something.
The best position. He was the best player at his position in all the offensive line for this draft, hands down.
Definitely.
His tape is when he was 19 years old.
He's still really young. He's still
he was
19,
356 pounds when he was in high school. He's athletic enough. He dropped weight to become a tackle in college. He became an athlete when he got to college, and he lost weight to get there. Dude's huge.
Yeah, no, this is
I think that was
exactly
Kyle
the way
Pitts.
that I want it to lay out. This is perfect.
I don't even know how to describe this
This is
because I
perfect
think
for the Lions.
I think it's perfect.
It is franchise. It's not franchise changing yet. It could be. It could be a very. He could
It's
be
an
a great
investment.
left tackle. I don't know what they're going to do with Decker or him. I don't care. You figure it out. You put the younger guy on the right side. He can play guard too, I would assume. I mean, they all kind of do the same.
Hey, played guard in high school.
You made the offensive line from probably what were they top 12 maybe. I mean, I know they gave up a lot of sacks last year, but I think they grade well. But this is going to be a top 5 offensive line with a young running back that you're not paying a lot to yet. Another running game or Jamal Williams.
Yep.
Not a bad running back. If you can build the front line and you can run the ball when you want, you can throw the ball when you want. Boom. You get that much better.
The reason this is a good pick, it comes down to the Lions being a bad franchise. So they do not need to fill a need. They don't need to go say wide receivers are worst position. Let's go fill that need. No. You're so much farther than a wide receiver away from becoming a good franchise. So if you're investing in your quarterback that you just got, Jared Goff, or next year's quarterback, if Jared Goff doesn't work out, you bring him into an offensive line, you set him up for success instead of always having so many holes and gaps in your team that you can never fill. You can never have enough draft picks to fill all the needs.
Yeah, I think you brought up a really good point with the Jared Goff thing. Is what that pick tells us is they're committed to him.
Are you happy with being?
It doesn't matter if we're committed to him. Even if we're not committed to him and he doesn't work out, we still have laid a baseline of an offensive line.
No, well, he doesn't have to be.
2 years left.
You're
on his
not
contract,
drafting.
Right? It doesn't matter.
He's
the next
under
rookie
contract the next
quarterback.
3
You want to
years.
bring him into an offensive line that's established and dominant.
Your defense was last place in the NFL.
Yeah, our
Defense was last place.
Wait,
in the
You
NFL.
wanted a wide receiver. So what's your argument
last
here?
place in the NFL. I wanted to trade back. There was no hesitation in
it would
trading
have been
back.
great to trade back.
They
But
didn't even try.
Okay, did you call?
Welcome to state of
They didn't
MI
even
Sports,
try.
Anybody-
where
oh,
we
they
have-
didn't try.
It took 1 minute.
So
them on the clock.
We're gonna have
Jared
to grab
knows
here
that
in
they
a-
didn't try.
in a
Yes.
snack section.
That doesn't make any
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
You
They
have
didn't try.
10 minutes or 9 minutes on the clock, and at
No.
8 minutes left,
No,
the
there
pick was in.
There was 3.5 minutes left when
the
pick
Lions
went in.
put Pickens in
No,
at
there's
least
3.5
within 5-6
minutes.
minutes
No.
left. There was
between
so
3 and
there
5.
was so
No.
It was
much
between
time.
3 and 5. Guarantee
It was
it.
30 seconds.
That was within.
So
that was
so
so
they do the
quick.
transfer time. They do
Yeah,
the
no, hold on. Because when the Dolphins pick was in, that's when the Lions clock starts. Okay. It doesn't. It's not 15 minutes from when they announce it.
Also, when they say pick is in on the graphic, think about when the pick is actually in. You think it's just automatic?
I guarantee you there was less than 5 minutes left on that clock when they put their pick in.
We'll find out, but I am almost positive.
I don't.
It was they always put the 5 minutes. That's like a transfer time.
Their mind was set. They've
done it in every single pick. They've done. I don't know if that's true or not, but they've done it.
What I'm telling you is when the pick is in for the other team, the clock starts, even though it still says the pick is in.
But then why did it go back to 10 minutes again every time?
It doesn't.
It literally has done it every pick.
It does.
So
no,
far.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Yes, it does. It goes to like.
Yeah, it does on the TV. So maybe the TV's wrong.
The clock starts as soon as the pick's in because
correct.
But Panthers pick is in. It's not going to go down to 3 minutes.
But then literally every pick, it's done the same.
9
All right,
minutes.
let's see when their pick is in, goes away.
Denver. It'll start at like 5 minutes, and then it'll go back once they're notified because it's all virtual.
No, because it says on the clock.
No. It's because of the virtual BS.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I'm very happy
we're
you
live
got
right
your
now.
guy. I know. I'm very happy you guys got your guy. I like seeing you guys in a happy state.
I'm
I
happy.
was, again, every one of these picks, I
Oh,
think,
no,
if
it's
I
like
was
the
a fan of this team, would I be happy?
Oh.
For me personally, I don't think I'm very happy with that pick. That's it. Panthers in. Wow.
PEN.
What? They went Horn cornerback first?
I think I might have picked that.
No way. Horn is the first
I got
cornerback?
9.
Holy cow.
Shocker.
2.
Horn was my second best corner, but
It's 1.
Surtain, I thought Surtain would have been picked first.
PENE. I don't know.
Holy crap.
Hey,
what
how about the Broncos on the clock, baby? Let's go.
Listen.
What are we doing here? What do we got?
Hold on. As a Panthers fan, I would be very disappointed in this pick.
Right. But
Surtain was the
that's how
best
I felt last
corner.
year when we wasted a pick on our crappy A corner.
JC's
from
talented, but
Buckeye
not top
State.
10
It's coming
talented.
up.
That's just all I can say at this point.
All right, who we
Terrible
taking?
pick by the Panthers. Again, I thought this was a trade bait. I thought this was trade material. They could have traded. Patriots are going to sit tight and get Fields, and this is what's going to happen.
Right. How about no trades yet? And we still have Mac
You could
Jones
get
and Fields.
You could get. Oh, there's 2 quarterbacks. Oh.
So I'm a sideshow Broncos fan
yeah.
here. So like, what do you do here if you're Denver? I mean, you gotta like
We
both
know
of those
Elway.
picks.
We were talking about earlier. Elway
Yeah.
likes his dude. Justin Fields is that.
Right.
SEWLL.
Yes. We're always live, but. Or are we?
Sauce is right there. That red sauce is not salsa. It is marinara for the mozzarella sticks.
Just getting everyone fired up. Sam, I just pumped. Not, I don't
I've
even
never
know
seen Sam so happy
for
in all my
alignment.
life.
I kind of want to buy his jersey.
Really? I mean, your wedding. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think you were there.
like, why don't people buy lineman jerseys? Like, I'm buying the lineman jerseys.
I can say it now.
Did you like when after they make the pick, the Lions room gets all excited, like they didn't know what was about to happen?
right.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, but watch. Wait
for the past 3 minutes.
It has, and you miss.
So it's not the 15 that you said or the 12 that you said.
No, it starts at like 9 or 10. It's been the Broncos for the past 3 minutes.
The best part is Sam's not on a mic right now. So
Oh
people
yes,
are like,
all they can hear is us. That's
Right.
good. Producer John with
We're
a great
talking
point.
about clocks and clock management.
The
All
clock
right,
management by the
Clock manager.
ESPN.
Dan Campbell.
Trav, you're a Broncos guy.
It won't this time because you already
What?
missed that happening.
Speaking
No,
of
it didn't.
John,
The pick
how about
was
John
literally just
Elway
made
right
by
now? About to
Horn.
make a pick.
Big pick.
They literally just made that pick.
All right, let's
Trav,
talk about
you're
the
a Broncos
Broncos.
fan. What do you think is going to happen here? What do you want as a Broncos fan? What do you want?
Trav, what came first, the Bronco or the Chief?
Ooh.
It's a good question, but
Colt.
like,
I love quarterback here. I
like,
honestly
do.
do.
And you
I don't care, to be
can, you
honest with you.
can,
Or Micah Parsons.
because I know you got the
Sam's
Teddy
with the
jersey
Jewish
on.
tonight.
I know you got the Teddy jersey on. It can go quarterback because
Teddy, baby.
they basically gave up nothing for Bridgewater.
That's my thing is they
Yeah.
gave up a 6th round pick. They're not all in on Bridgewater.
Right.
You still can pick. I think Fields needs to go
If
first
it's their
before
guy,
Mac Jones.
like if you wanted Fields, you're like, this is my dude, then you take him. Otherwise, I think you have to look at defense here. You
Micah
have to
Parsons, dude.
I think you go Parsons.
I think Parsons is my guy for this, unless they're all in on a quarterback, go Fields. Those two guys are my boys.
I
for this
agree.
pick.
I don't see Fields panning out in Denver, though. Do you? I mean,
Dude,
Kyle
Aaron
said I'm
Rodgers
right, by
wants
the way.
Denver.
So here's
You guys
why
can
Fields
suck it.
doesn't work in Denver right now, because they have all the talent right now to win. I think with the receivers, not win on offense. I mean, the defense is bad, but like we have all sorts of weapons, especially with Sutton getting back this year. If how do you not know who Cortland Sutton is?
Dude, he's one of the best wideouts for young talents. in the
Stud. So.
Never heard that name before in my life.
Kyle, shut up. And again.
he's definitely not on my fantasy team either. I know that.
So, I think that if you're not going to go quarterback here, which again, I don't know that you can. I was hoping that they might get in the Rodgers sweepstakes.
They still could, though. If they pass on quarterback, they still.
How about they're waiting
Mac
like they don't
Jones,
even want
two
to
of
pick
them.
a player right now? Because they can get Parsons or somebody close to Parsons. But I love Parsons, so I think he's going to be a good pick
No,
here.
this is what normal teams do, Trav.
Yeah, normal
This
teams
is what
wait.
normal teams do. About 1 minute, 1 minute and a half pick is in.
Like,
not 8 minutes.
Let me ask you
pick
this,
is
Sam.
in.
If some team would have offered us like 4 first-rounders, what would you have done?
Yeah, we're taking it.
Okay, we didn't even give any team to offer that.
Everybody called and offered a bunch of stuff. We said no.
2 quarterbacks on the board, I guarantee. Yeah, but no, they're not trying to call.
No.
They give it. No, it was not.
Well, your
On
phone
your
was
phone.
wrong.
On your phone. It was 8 minutes left on this.
It was not 8 minutes left.
Yeah, you should have checked your phone.
I'm about to rewind it.
Rewind it. All right, I like Micah Parsons here or Justin Fields. Those are my two. As a Broncos fan, that's what I want.
I love how Mac Jones isn't even on that list.
No, I don't think he's
He almost went.
Mac
He almost
Jones,
went
like,
3.
As a big board person, I don't think he was ranked like very high. I think everybody just thought high of Shanahan.
Like wanting him.
Like that's the only reason Mac Jones was going to get picked high. Is if
Mac
Shanahan
Jones is
would've
not
picked
happy.
him top. Look,
He's got his own football over
yeah,
there.
but he's going to the Patriots. I'm
like the
pretty
rest of
sure
the guys.
he's going to be fine.
which would be awesome.
Look at they're not getting a call either. So no quarterback.
Parsons.
I think Parsons. I like Parsons here.
Look at these.
Who?
You know what's crazy
Oh.
is these guys are stressed out, but like they're both going in the first round.
Yeah, you're right.
You know. Like,
Tom Brady as your quarterback, if he was in a draft, you'd be like, no, his tools are terrible.
yeah.
Oh.
Remember.
He had 77% completion percentage in college. Tight windows.
Yeah, but also
That's a good point.
No,
He's also throwing to
Sam
Waddle
Bradford
and
also
Smith.
had number best completion percentage ever in the NFL in a year.
That's true. And he's smart. Like, yeah. So.
He makes every throw. It's
Wait, he went to Alabama. Why are you
people in his face or not.
Yeah, I don't
No.
believe he's smart at all.
talking about Mac Jones?
You know what, like John brought up earlier is really funny. It's like Jarrett and I are the only ones mic'd up. So like the conversation right now is terrible because
We're the ones
like
we're
we need
the
to-
only ones that are not from the podcast, and we are literally the only ones talking for the podcast.
Yeah, we should have like a.
Our 2 listeners are going to be very offended.
Can we have like
Hey.
a center like
they're both here.
sound thing?
I'm the one commenting. Jarrett's got a great point. From Jarrett. Jarrett's got a great point.
All right, Broncos are in,
All right. Pick is in.
I'm a little
No
hype about
trades,
this. If-
Not a
I think-
single trade.
which is crazy. I thought
Which
there would
happens
be. I
every
did go
year
to
we get
under
for trades
under
and
6.5.
never trades.
Sitting there is like, keep it going.
Right.
Bills lost.
Well, yeah, and Dallas is sitting there can move.
They're gonna become good again in a matter of
Has to be a quarterback, right?
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna go Parsons or
Parsons. Give me Parsons. No, they need a linebacker.
they need defense though. I mean, post Von Miller life. Ryan's coming in to talk this out.
Let's watch the clock.
I'm just saying, Sam. If you go back and look at what it looked like, it didn't look good.
I'm going to on my phone as soon as I'm done eating.
What is this guy doing? Why do they keep picking the most ridiculous humans? Humongous. All of them could start OL.
Super fan. I know. I would not want to even. I'd be like, no, I'm good. Well, corner.
It's a nice pick.
That's the number one
I-
corner, not
yep.
Jason Horn.
I had him going 10, but I'm all right with it. We had to go defense. Well, no, because
I don't think they go.
no.
Oh, that. 7 minutes. The Northwestern guy.
Sam, wait for it.
Gregory Newsom.
Wait for it, Sam. I don't know, but if we go back and show you what happened, it did look different.
But he's got injury concerns right now.
Does he? Oh,
It might have been, but the clock was wrong on ESPN then.
I think it was COVID.
It was 100%. Jared, it was what
So quick.
it did this, but then it went back to 10. I'm telling you. You already looked it up? Then they must have screwed it up, made it look
Does
weird.
any of this matter? It doesn't matter at all.
Back, yeah.
No, it does because you guys called me out.
Happy with this?
I'm happy with it because
You're the only person.
no.
As a Broncos fan,
All
are
right.
you happy with this pick? That's what you got to think every pick.
I don't think that either one of them is going to come in and do it. We have the weapons on offense to be great. I don't know that Bridgewater's that. I don't know that, yeah. So, but I don't know either one of these guys are going to come in and be that either. So I do think the defense had to get better. That was one of the problems. Looks like everybody's healthy on our offense going into next season. I'm excited about it. With the weapons, I just still don't know who's throwing, which is why I hope we get in the Rodgers sweepstakes somehow.
I mean, that's the only reason I think this is a good pick. Is if you're not in the Rodgers sweepstakes. I mean, if
Yeah.
you are in the Rodgers sweepstakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're looking for best at the position, I do think Surtain was the best at corner. I
Correct.
think the Panthers kind of failed out there, J.C. Horn.
Sanjay Samuel Jr.'s
He's good. He's good. Not a Surtain.
No, probably not.
He's good.
Probably not locked down.
Good pick. It's nothing that they extremely needed, I
think-
feel, but they definitely.
I
you
think
can't go
J.C.
wrong.
Horn could be a better corner in the league. I think obviously Surtain is definitely more proven and has better numbers and stuff, but J.C. Horn is more athletic, and that might be very good in this league. It might translate better in the league. Might take some time, but I think Surtain's definitely the most NFL ready, but J.C. Horn long term will potentially be a better guy.
I think you could argue that Surtain actually benefited from the rest of the defense around him, probably more than even Mac Jones benefited from his offense.
That's where I was going to go with.
Might be a little
That is
scary 'cause he can be so
that is one of concern. I mean, any Alabama player, you're wondering that. And I really want to see a study over the last few years with the next few years as well of Alabama players. They're there. They're just not showing them. I hope. He's bummed. He might be the Aaron Rodgers of the draft here.
Why does he have two phones? Is one a burner?
Second
What if they
round.
got- He will not go second round.
Mac Jones is special.
Apparently not. If he goes
He falls in
second
second
round,
round, I take him.
he's not going second round.
Well, can the Lions? Wait, Lions have a lot
Hold on.
Lions have a lot of ammo to trade up if they wanted to. Let's just be honest.
I don't think they do.
Why?
They only have 6 picks in this draft.
Yeah, but we have 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years, so we can
That's
do
all
whatever we
you
want.
got. That is all you got.
We
You're
can
going
literally-
all in
We
on Mac
get all 7
Jones.
rounds
4.
as well.
You're going all in on Mac Jones.
I'm not saying
in
Mac
the
Jones.
second
I'm just
round.
saying if we want to come up for anyone, we have the picks. We could trade a
I don't
first-round
think
pick for
we
next
really
year.
do, though.
But you
I
could
think
trade
this
your
year
second-round
you're
pick this
nothing.
year. I'm just saying
You're
if
gonna have 4 picks this year.
if you wanted to trade up, you could trade your second-round pick, get a later pick, and give your next year's first-round pick. Boom, and you still have a first-round pick next year anyway. I don't think they should. I'm just saying it's
this
there.
is all kind of a pointless conversation because it's not going to happen.
Why?
It just won't happen.
Why? If they have a player that they
Lions are
love,
not.
The Lions need draft
Yeah, I will.
because they
Yes.
value
I gotta see.
as well as playing.
That's the only reason why I thought the Lions should have Sewell is a great, obviously the best lineman in here. They need draft picks.
They
You're
just need
talking about
players.
rebuild and
They need
stuff.
players.
They have 6 draft picks this year, which is among one of the least in the NFL.
What bugs me though,
You're not getting
when
players.
people grade teams on their picks based on not trading, that assumes so many things that there was a good enough deal out there for them to trade.
I just right, and there might not have been. You're exactly right.
We haven't seen any trades at this point. All the trades
Right.
that have happened in this draft would be
Trades are very few and far between. We talk about trades every mock draft, but like it rarely happens where there's trades galore.
I know we all get so excited. We're still 10
I'm not
picks
gonna
in.
go back to Sewell because I just don't think that was the best pick.
Is he not the best offense lineman in the draft?
100%. He was.
So
that doesn't mean you necessarily.
What
have
would
to
you
pick
have
him.
done if you couldn't get the trade
third
you
best
wanted?
player in a position can be better than a first best player.
Who would
Your
you have
safety-
taken?
Would you have taken a safety
Who
number
would-
one?
who
because
would you
he's
have
the best
taken?
safety in the league? No.
Who would you have
I would
taken?
take maybe the fourth best wide receiver because I think talent wise he's probably better than Trevor Morwig or whatever. Like that's 100%.
I'm a big fan of Devontae.
I do think that. That's a need. That's.
I think they can get.
That is a need. That is also a talent. Top 10 talent.
Devonta Smith fan, but I don't think the gap between.
I mean, homeboy, look at this guy.
Round is that big. I don't think it's incredibly big. I think
My dude.
But do you think
My
Sewell-
dude's rocking a DS
you
on
think
his
Sewell
suit.
and Devonta Smith? Do you think it was that big of a difference between talent, where you say we had to go Sewell?
I think 4 years down the road, I think you could make the argument because I hate the like.
Yeah, but 4 years down the road, Devonta Smith could be a stud.
Well, I could, yeah.
What was it last year, 2 years ago, with all those good wide receivers? Guess what? Most of them are panning out to be really good wide receivers.
Yeah,
Right?
like OBJs who become
But-
non-impact type of guys.
I'll take OBJ. I'd still take OBJ. I don't think he was in a great situation. He's still unbelievable talent. There are a lot of linemen that don't make it too. Like there's no position that's guaranteed in the NFL ever. I just don't think
Exactly,
the gap.
so what
I
is
think the gap is so tiny that to fill a spot. I agree. I think top 10 picks should always be talent first. I don't care where you're at. But if it's
That
such
is
a,
talent, though.
I don't. No, I agree. I think Sewell was more talented, but it's such a minimal amount. Why not just go a need instead of just Sewell?
All right. Okay.
Yes,
So your exact argument.
Sam said perfect. He goes, I don't know what we're going to do with Decker now. Decker's a pretty good lineman, right?
I think Sewell's expected to play right tackle next year.
But that's he like
He was working out
the
at
fact
right
that
tackle
you have to
a lot.
like in your head you have to be like, oh man, now we got to move this guy maybe. Like, why? The Lions have so many positions. Every other position you throw
need.
you throw a need in, and it's
I'm
not.
with you there.
Man, I wonder what we should do with this. No, you're saying we need to get this guy out of here so that he can come
I'm
in.
with you.
And I think
That's the
way
problem.
The Lions thought with this draft is they're not looking for who's gonna be the best player for next year. They're
Right.
looking at
Oh,
who do they
trade.
want in the locker room.
Wait,
Eagles and Cowboys traded, which is in division. They're going Devonta Smith.
Eagles.
I predicted Eagles to trade up to get the last wide receiver.
Hey,
out of
what a
those three.
nice little trade there. They added the Dallas added a third-round pick from 2
Oh,
picks,
they went from 6 to 12. Yeah, true.
but they're gonna get the same thing that they wanted anyway, almost.
They traded up to 10.
Yeah, 2
only
picks.
2 spots. I'll bet you they got a pretty good amount for the Dolphins, though.
What did it say on there?
A third round.
That's it for this pick.
Yeah.
But I guarantee they got a lot more though for the trading back from 6 to 12. I'll
Nope.
bet you the Dolphins gave them more to trade back from 6 to 12. So they're making out pretty good. This has got to be Devontae because I predicted that they would trade up just to get that last great wide receiver.
Do you think this trade might be defense though? If the Eagles had their guy and they know Cowboys are going defense right now.
I think they're so desperate for wide receiver. Of all teams
Right.
that
They
I felt
haven't
wide
had
receiver,
one. I mean, they
Eagles
tried
were my
Nelson,
number one team that I felt
Aguilar.
like receiver was the only pick they're going first round.
They have to.
They need it so bad. They need it.
I don't know, man. I think maybe tackle.
Oh, for Slater?
Yeah. Wait, Slater's still on the board.
Yeah, Slater's on the board.
But that's a big trade up to go up 2
I thought the
spots.
Cowboys were
Look at
gonna
this,
pick Slater
3
for
divisions
sure.
in a row, like 3 divisional opponents in a row.
Is that Phil Heffernan?
Philly, Giants, and Dallas. Like they're all 2-1 with each other.
Now
That's
I think,
crazy. 2 division
now I
opponents, though,
think
trading.
Dallas going to 12. I think that means Caleb Farley because they don't
Yeah.
think he's at risk of.
They need a corner, and they know one's going
Right.
to be there to.
Like, yeah, if you have 2 guys, like why wouldn't you trade back?
I think this has to be Devontae.
I wonder
It
what
has
she's
to be.
saying.
She's booing him.
Can you help me up, please?
She's like, I hate you. I don't even want to be around you.
Come breathe in my face. That's a good look for the
Right.
NFL. I respect him a little more.
Cowboys have traded the 10th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles
First trade.
and the 10th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft.
You missed the first trade. Devonta Smith.
Yeah, makes sense. What happened?
I love it.
Eagles traded to get
I
Devonta
had a
Smith.
feeling.
Traded up 2 spots.
Yeah. Really? They traded into the division?
Yeah, that was
It's
crazy.
crazy to give a third round this year.
To
Two
move up
picks.
3 spots or
Two.
2?
Yeah.
Well, think about it. The
I get it.
Giants, though,
Oh, yeah. I
get it.
don't know if
I had
Potentially
Eagles
looking
trading
receiver.
with the Broncos to get Devontae, or to get actually Waddle, but
Galladay's there now, and with the Giants.
I think the Eagles were just so desperate for wide receiver. They needed it. They
Right.
need it. This is their only
Yes.
very good pick. It's only 2 spots. They move up, but they get their man.
This is my favorite player in the draft. Maybe because I'm a little
Kyle
guy.
Pitts, baby.
He only weighs like 10, 12 pounds more than me.
I agree. I think he is.
I think Giants
What?
get Slater. Slater is going to
You know
Giants.
what the difference is with Devonta Smith? If you watch him versus a guy like Jamar Chase, he separates so easily. Look, he just like pulls away from it.
Yeah.
That cannot keep up.
Against SEC talent. Like, that's top level corners.
And it's effortless stride. If he gets into stride at all, he's the most dangerous.
Yeah, look, yeah, Calvin Ridley. I mean, if you're going to compare a guy to Calvin Ridley, like, let's go.
He's got a better stride than Ridley. He breaks away more than Ridley does.
I
think Smith is so smooth, people don't give him credit for
No.
it.
This was my favorite player in the draft, to be honest with you. And I know it's an easy one because he's the Heisman pick, but I kind of am bummed that he went to the Eagles because I'm just not a huge Eagles guy. Yeah, so like I wish he would have went anywhere else. Maybe I'd have been all right, or outside of our own division.
You know, it's funny. I've gotten pretty close to a guy who lives in Philly, and he's a huge Eagles fan. And we feel the same way about the Eagles. Like, he hates the Eagles so much. He's a
Really?
diehard fan, but you know how Eagles fans are. They just, they're always so mad at their franchise. They hate
Right.
the Eagles leadership.
Favorite part when they congratulate themselves. They knew what they were going to do.
They're pumped about them.
Well, yeah, it was a heck of a trade up to get to,
They just gave themselves bonus.
in my eyes, the best receiver in the
You don't
draft.
hug your coworkers after you do something good?
I tried. I got.
I really was hoping that the Lions either found a way to trade back. I just wanted them to get Smith in any way.
Smith. I was hoping the same thing. If he was there at 14, trade up.
Right. It's a bummer.
I don't care. I'm just so happy.
How? Like, you're that happy?
I'm
Okay.
that happy with Penny Smith.
I'm happy
I
too,
just
but
can't wait
like,
to see what this quarterback
would
situation
you not
is going to be at
want
this
this
point.
guy? Yeah, like we still have two.
you
two
can
of
get
those top
Rondell
five
Moore.
guys.
Legit
You can get
quarterbacks.
Kadarius Toney or Rondell Moore in the second round, possibly.
But listen,
That's a
The Lions-
great value.
no, the Lions are going to be full of could-be's, decent, average guys.
We literally don't have a receiver.
You keep getting draft picks for second, third round. At
that-
some point,
Oh,
you
yep.
need
The Bears
to
just
draft.
traded up.
I predicted that too.
So
Yep,
they're going to
here we
take
go.
Mac
I
Jones
predict
or Justin
that.
Fields. They're taking Justin Fields.
So this is
Yeah.
what Jarrett was talking about before the draft. If
Dude,
Rodgers is
that's-
out,
telling you,
who's the best quarterback in the
the
division?
Bears
Currently
legit
it's
are
Goff.
the legit.
Okay.
No, hold on. Bears get Justin
Justin
Fields.
Fields.
You're telling me they're not the best team
Exactly,
in the
which is
division.
why the Lions should have considered.
Division.
I guarantee the Bears are now my favorite to win the division.
Look,
if
I
they-
really hope they
Hold
don't
on,
take
Trav,
Mac
hold on,
Jones.
Trav, what were you about to say there? That's why you can't take offensive lineman, the best offensive lineman
No.
in the draft.
I'm
What were
just
you gonna
saying.
say?
I'm saying I wish. I
Because
just.
look where this division's going right now. You're gonna have the Packers going downhill eventually. You're
Yeah,
gonna have the
they
Vikings
never have.
already going. They're probably gonna go back down farther before they go up. Honestly, let's be honest.
Look at
They're
Jared,
not in
he's
that
all
great
mad.
shape with everything going on. It'll be interesting to see. There's ways to make it work, but I think they're going down before they go up. The Bears
Okay.
are desperate to try to do something before this window's closed with Mac.
Why can't
So-
they figure out the Bears? Sorry, but they don't ever.
You're not even answering my question.
I'm not going to answer your question because it doesn't make any sense. Why? Okay.
Because you're not winning. The Lions are not winning this year or next year. They're not. The defense is that bad.
Okay, so
You weren't fixing it this year. You
So
weren't
then-
going to fix it.
then we don't have any defense.
We don't
Still.
have anybody? Nobody.
No.
Okay, they have people.
All right.
And you
That's
also
what,
have a
that's what
brand
you
new
said.
scheme that might work better with some of the players that we
Right.
have.
I'm not saying that we should have taken him. I'm just saying that my fear was that they would take. My fear
That's what we
was
look
that
like
they would
earlier on
take
Facebook
something
Live.
like this. I hope it's Fields.
Oh, you got the.
It's
It is
Fields.
He's like, go to the couch.
Good, dude. Now I'm happy. I was worried.
As an NFC North fan from a different team, tell me you're not a little more scared to play
I
the
feel
Bears.
bad.
No,
Justin
a little
Fields.
bit, but I'm actually excited because I
'cause of
no
the trade
no
deadline.
only because I hate
Yeah,
Ohio
now-
State
so
so
the 10
bad and
minutes
I hate the
started before
Bears so
Dallas.
bad.
Doesn't
So
make
now I
sense.
can hate
You
them.
can just hate a
Don't give him
lot
credit.
about the Bears.
At least I can hate Fields even more.
You're trying to stoke.
Guys, can we talk about how much we hate Fields? Like he
No,
went
I
to
love
went to
Fields.
Ohio and now he's going to the
Ohio
Bears.
State technically, but
Is-
yeah, no,
I mean,
I'm done
talk
with
about
that.
hatred.
Oh no,
I mean,
Patriots
great
are gonna
talent,
get
but
Mac Jones.
hatred.
Patriots are going to get
Patriots
Mac
are gonna
Jones.
get Max. Do you think they trade up?
Well, Dallas ain't taking him.
Anybody like the all right? So let's,
You
let's
could
talk
be worried
other
about
teams.
Redskins.
Let's-
Redskins are my
Redskins?
own. Oh no, football team. Football team.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The football.
Shoot, Facebook's gonna block us. out.
Oh shoot! All this watch viewers.
Viewers. We apologize to all of our Native Americans. To all our Redskin fans out there, I really apologize. Cherokees, I love you guys. Apaches, you're the motherfucker. You're sick mother. It's not. It's not.
What if they called Fields and Joe Jamal?
Oh, they came back so happy.
like, yeah, they called him.
Dude, what if this?
Taking him. They're like, sweet.
Excellent, thank goodness.
Quarterback's going to die.
Off the whole time.
It's probably for the best, right? I mean, I had nothing good to say.
So in other words, when I'm having a conversation with you, I'm the only one talking the whole time. No, I disagree.
No, it wasn't.
People think I'm crazy. Just like, no, I agree. No,
That's
no,
hilarious.
Andy Dalton was like, son of a bitch, I lost again.
That makes me. I think that's hilarious.
It was pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I haven't
scared
even
of
had a
Bears
drink.
little bit.
You want one? I can go
Yeah,
grab
I'll
you
go,
one.
I'll go grab one.
You don't have to. I can go get it.
Can
After
we
this
just
pick.
announce the pick? My goodness.
Gosh, of all times.
How much do you think that patch was that's on his
Food
shoulder?
insecurity. The dude doesn't look like he's insecure with food.
That's not a sticker. That's embroidered right into the suit.
Be right in the suit. Yeah, next year we're gonna get a fan for every pick to wear my COVID-19 vaccine suit. You're
Justin
hyped.
Fields?
You're hyped.
Did it say
You're
what they
gonna
gave
be
up or no?
Pretty decent.
Did it say what they gave up at all or no? Did he? That's not bad. They gave up a lot more for Mitch Trubisky to move up one spot. Was it?
What was it?
Yeah, they moved up from 3 to 2, I think, or maybe 4 to 2. Was it 4 to 2?
Swapping like fourth or third round picks or something.
What? They moved up 9 spots almost.
Who's Carlos?
Is it Carlos?
This is Carlos? Take your mask off. You got to talk.
This is Carlos.
Oh, he's a good stash.
We don't know yet, bud. You're supposed to tell us.
Justin Fields,
Yeah.
Bears. I'm not happy about it as a Vikings fan.
Yep.
Big pick by
Yeah.
the Bears.
Got Justin
I love the
Fields.
pick for the
Big.
Bears. Hate it for the Vikings.
I'm a little jealous right now.
Yeah.
Is he not going to celebrate? Yeah, they all left the room, came back smiling on.
Oh, he's good.
There was orange. They got a whole camera crew. Look at that. People right in the shot. You're in your
Get out of the shot.
we got two.
Karen, get out of the shot.
No, everybody saw your butt.
One's NBC.
My question is, where did they go to take that phone call? Like, that looks like a pretty cozy place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I would answer the phone.
Damn, dude, I'm not happy about it. But Bears made out in this draft. I think the Bears have the pick of the draft, honestly.
Don't yell.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I think the
microphone
Bears
does
have the
lighter.
pick,
Oh.
pick of the
Talk
draft.
quieter, Jarrett.
Okay, when Sam's yelling at him from what, like he does all the time with us.
I do yell. I talk very loud.
I do too, and then he goes like, into the mic, and I'm like, I'm yelling.
I'm literally screaming.
It's
in the
okay.
mic.
I didn't have my microphone on this whole time, so I just turned it on.
This is the
This
move
thing
of the
is probably
draft,
not
and I
now,
think
no.
this is the
Yeah,
best
that-
pick of the draft so far. Bears. But this is what I mean. I feel like the Bears were not great last year, right? You think they're probably a few positions away? You tell me you don't add Justin Fields, and right now they're thinking we could win the division.
All right, so
Now
here's
with
what I
Aaron
think about
Rodgers in it.
Justin Fields.
He's not out. He's not in anymore.
Here's what I think about
Rodgers
Justin
is good to
Still
be
is
gone.
technically. All right,
I
what do
think Fields. Is so physically.
He
Can be so physically great. He is got athleticism. He's got an amazing arm. He throws a great deep ball. I don't think he's going to be a bust. I don't think he'll ever be a bust. I don't think he has elite characteristics as a quarterback, though. He's not a
I
guy that
dis-
reads. He's not a guy that reads defenses.
he gets confused.
I think your
He got
upside
confused
is.
a lot and threw a lot of picks.
Let me pull up the stats of the Michigan game where he's confused for 500 yards and
That's
like
not
basically
what I'm
like
talking about. Do
three-
you see what he did against Indiana?
Indiana's
like
pretty
4
solid
picks or
team.
something like that.
You can't, I know, but you
That's
can't
where
look
he's at his
single
best, when
games.
he's
That was
throwing
what
the
I was
deep
doing.
post
I
out.
mean, he did it multiple times.
Yeah.
Look, I think what he did against Clemson is very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. What
Most
I
games
look
he was
at,
very impressive.
like, I mean,
But
who
he
would
misses.
you compare him
But
to?
he misses players. He misses wide open wide receivers,
Which is fine as long as you're not throwing picks. You don't have to throw as long as you're not throwing picks. I don't care how bad you're missing them. Listen, this is back to the Tim Tebow days. Listen,
Wait, so you're saying you don't have to throw? So why? How do
if
you
you're
have
gonna miss people, I'd
how
rather
do
have you
build
miss 10 yards
How do you
deep.
build a team that doesn't have to throw?
You te-
No,
wait,
okay. He
wait,
can be
tell
a
him-
team that
Wait, what do you
throws.
mean?
Offensive line, right?
I never said that.
You just said that. You
Trav
can build
just
on
said
the-
it.
He can be on a team that throws.
Trav
That's the
just
thing.
yelled that.
Oh.
I didn't yell it.
He's good enough. I just don't think he's an
I think
elite
you have
guy
to throw.
that is what the NFL has turned into, which is you don't miss a receiver no matter what.
does
That's
that
what the
mean?
league has turned into, and he'll never be that guy.
Just because it's windy, what do you mean you can't throw in Chicago?
Make sure your mic's
Everybody can throw in
Literally.
Chicago.
Gravity is too high.
He's gonna. I get it's the windy
So-
city, but people can actually still throw.
Yeah, how's the?
But they don't. Chicago is literally the place where quarterbacks go to die.
Wait, hold. What? Who are you a fan of?
What do you mean?
Who are you a fan of?
The University of Michigan.
No, who are you a fan of?
Lions. Broncos.
How are you talking about the place where quarterbacks go to die?
Wait, why are you
Stafford
changing
did
the
not
subject?
go to
Just
die.
Let him give his point.
Yeah, like
Instead of turning it
name
into
the
like a
last
Lions
quarterback. Name the last
You told me
quarter.
Chicago. There's like 8 to 10 teams that you could probably say just because they've been bad for a
Guys,
while.
No, because they go there to die because it's hard to throw.
2008
That's what makes me a
overall
little
pick
bit nervous
into
about Fields because he
3
can run
first-round
on a
picks.
crazy weather day in both,
Or 2.
like John just brought up in Lambeau and in Chicago. You're gonna have so there's four
That's a
of his
perfect
games.
guy then for that team, right?
Yeah, so was,
Yep.
so was
Pizza's
Like
here?
you would think a
Jared
mobile
Goff.
guy then. Maybe that's what they need in Chicago.
So here's what I wanted to
If
just
it's
bring
hard
up.
to
Yeah,
throw,
all right,
Okay,
yeah.
here's the Lions. If you think back, 2008, right? First overall pick, they get Matthew Stafford.
right?
If you got to think, they basically traded that first overall pick in 2008 for a 2016 first overall pick that ended up being Jared Goff and 2 other first round picks
And a third.
and a third. They're creating one pick. Yeah, all you
Yeah.
lost is time. Just a decade plus 2.
But we didn't lose that because I mean it
'Cause
was
we got
a
it back.
fun run. There were chances. I mean, not like to win the Super Bowl or anything, but when you have Stafford in any game, you know, all right, it's not a throwaway yet.
I
Yeah,
knew
at
plenty of
halftime-
times that there were games that were thrown away from the Lions. You're
Yeah.
telling
Yeah,
me
which
every
games?
game you felt confident going in with the Lions because
No,
Stafford
0
was your
games.
quarterback.
I would feel optimistic.
8 years deep with Stafford, and they had like 1 or 2 winning seasons. You think every game
Well,
we are
they had
going
2
in with a
playoff
chance?
appearances. They've had a 11-win season.
I just disagree with that. 100%.
Three
All right,
playoff?
this isn't like I think it was 2.
All things lead to Stafford.
Was it 3?
Yeah. Saints, Cowboys,
For what?
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, you're right.
For what?
3 playoffs.
Three playoff appearances. I just want to get credit where credit's due, you know.
Right.
That's a good call.
But I don't know.
We'll see.
we don't
We'll
need to
see.
make this a
Justin,
Stafford
the
argument.
best part about the draft is we just never know how these guys are going to
this
pan
guy?
out. Let's be truthful. You really, as good as they might be. Whoa, look at that jacket.
He's pumped.
Is that the Undertaker?
Dude, he was about to just take over the mic.
I'll wear it next
Predator,
Next time.
Predator / Undertaker.
Oh,
It's the
jeez,
Predator
here we go.
mixed with the
He always
Undertaker.
has to like. Oh, sorry.
Average. Oh,
He has to like.
He's like say
Yeah. Donate here, donate there.
need money in the NFL.
We don't get enough. And if you donate through us, we'll get the tax credit. Because they're non-profit, technically. I think it's a he.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oops.
I feel bad though. Look at that business one in and out.
Dude, it is just. I don't think she's getting any.
Well, you saw the energy he had. He had some great. Just keep the pizzas on the. Keep them over there, Trav. We don't have room over here. Just keep them over there.
Yelling at people.
I'm just directing. It's called directing.
All right, what are predictions?
Oh, it
Mike.
is a girl.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, who's the bad one now?
All right, hold on.
That's the first
Micah
thing I've been
Parsons
wrong
or
about
Caleb
all
Farley?
night.
Wow, Parsons has still not been picked.
Parsons
That's
or
crazy.
Caleb Farley? What do you guys think? Cowboys
I like
12.
Farley.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, best defender in the draft. I'm surprised he fell this low.
Micah
Honestly,
Parsons.
yeah.
into a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, Micah Parsons.
I love
I
how
thought
that guy
for
has his
sure-
flash on. Like, this guy has his light on. You don't think it's lit enough? That
Great
light's really
pick.
making a big
Dallas
difference.
scored with this one. Honestly,
Do you?
I don't think that they.
I think it's a great pick for Dallas, but what do you think about for Micah Parsons? Is this a good spot for him?
I don't think it's a good spot for it.
What do you
you're-
mean?
I think so. Sean Lee retired, and your division's just so bad. You're on a playoff team.
and
That's
you're on
true.
the,
The division-
Cowboys.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're on a playoff
Well, I
team.
mean,
probably.
like professionally, money wise, it's a great spot for him.
With
He's
Dak
gonna be in the
Prescott back,
spotlight.
you're on a playoff team.
Is Dak Brack? Can he play right away?
Is he what? Yeah, he's.
What?
Brack.
I thought he said it's Patty Black.
No, I said back.
Can't really tell.
Is he back? Because there really hasn't been a whole. I don't know. Give his brother a call. Wait. Might want to put Paul. Might want to cut live before I drink too much.
Yeah.
You never know.
Is he right? Yeah.
I mean, really though.
Is he really back though? Honestly,
I think-
he might be out longer than what they're saying.
I mean, he might be back. I don't know. I do think
Yes, he's
Parsons. This
back.
is. I don't know. I just don't know if he'll. I think he'll put up stats, but I don't know if it's a great spot for him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't
to
think
be on a
Cowboys
winning team.
necessarily just needed a diehard like linebacker.
He's so good though.
So
But
they
he
have-
is so
who-
good. But
who-
and he's on a
who's the
team
other
that's going to
linebacker
contend.
they have?
What did he run? Like a 4.39
Fast. He's a fast dude.
as a linebacker,
Yeah.
and he's one of
And
the
he's pretty
biggest
long,
jacked
too.
linebackers. Yeah.
I
And he
love
can pass
Parsons.
rush.
I do. I think he was. I thought he was going to be the
would've
first
loved
defender in
Parsons
the.
in a trade down.
In a
scenario.
trade down scenario, he was our number one target
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the
I
Lions
wasn't
fan.
I
big on
agree.
him at 7. I would have been okay with him at 7 if we didn't get Penei Sewell in that situation. Like I would have taken
Vikings
him
on
over
deck.
a wide receiver all day at 7.
You know what's
personally.
what's
Vikings go
interesting?
Mac Jones.
I heard there was an interview.
Slater, right? Sorry, go ahead.
I heard there was
Yeah.
an interview that talked about like is the linebacker position as important as it used to be, and this guy was just responding saying, absolutely, if your defense relies on linebackers. So sometimes you can fill linebackers with guys who just are league minimum guys, and you can get away with it because you rely on either your defensive backs or your linemen. Or other teams rely 100% on their linebackers flying all over the field and making plays. So it's just an interesting. You can see
Yeah.
the teams that actually rely on that kind of stuff
True.
year after year. You know.
Yeah.
So as a Vikings fan, I'm really hoping this isn't freaking Slater, but
This is going to be Slater.
it's
100%.
going to be Slater. They need offensive line bad.
Chargers
Herbert's
on
the
clock.
man. Herbert is just
Wait, why is there
the
only
future.
3 minutes left though?
It's been on the Chargers for like 5 minutes. It's literally been sitting
gotta bring
there
up every
for
time.
5 minutes.
Just bring
Just
it up.
because you look at the TV doesn't mean the logo just appeared.
What about Elijah Vera Tucker here? The dude
I think
from-
that's who I think
Don't
it's
do
going to be
that. I
Slater,
think
then
it's gonna be
Vikings will
Slater.
get Vera Tucker.
I think Vera Tucker's.
Back-to-back
I like
goal
Vera
line.
Tucker.
Good,
I like
man.
Slater
This
better.
guy from USC.
I do too. Yeah.
USC's line.
I think
But-
Vera Tucker could be the better overall later, though. He's got higher upside.
Yeah. I have him picked for the Vikings because I
People-
think Vera
has
Tucker's
it.
solid.
people-
Why would you guys?
people
I mean, you
like-
guys have so many holes. Why?
What's happening?
That's
Is that who that just got picked?
yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
that was Parsons.
Yeah, it's Parsons.
So I think
I was going to say that is not Slater's
I
family.
think that girl just
Parsons
came back
speaking
from
right
prom.
now.
I think part of what people
That dress was
love.
prom for sure.
What do you say, Ryan?
I think the reason people like Slater a little bit more than maybe he should be liked is because of his versatility.
His versatility is the thing that made him more valuable.
But when you're playing a position you're only playing that one position. I mean,
Yeah.
do you really want to bounce him around, or do you want him to be the anchor of your offensive line?
So Riley Reef left, right? He left the
yes,
Vikings.
yes.
So you guys need a left tackle.
Oh, Vikings for sure. I'm offensive line or bust. Oh no, deep. We have a lot of other. We need linebacker and
So
defensive.
why
Are you
would
taking
wanna
Mac
go
Jones?
Offensive lineman's not going to make you any better.
I would get. No, we're not taking Mac Jones. But if we did, I would get it because Cousins is basically 1 or 2 years away.
Wait, they're
Or
cousins?
he's 2 years.
Like neighbors
That's how
too?
we do, baby. Why do you think I like
Hey,
him?
so I don't know if you guys were listening, but they just said the odds were 70-something% chance right now, like that he's going to be 15 or below, but it was a 1% chance that he wouldn't get taken.
Who, Mac?
Sorry,
Yeah.
what? Mac Jones?
Yeah, Mac Jones is a 1% chance that he would make it to 15 to start the night.
New
Damn, if
England-
you would have
A
taken that
1%.
bet,
Yeah.
it's still
I'm
time.
curious if the football team's going to be calling Minnesota. You mean like
No,
the
be-
football team?
Oh yeah,
Red
true.
Trade up ahead of New England.
I would take it. I'd take a draft.
and
I'd
you'd
go
get-
back
you'd
a little
get
bit
Maybe a third round or something like that. I don't know.
because
I don't know,
they
How
know
about the
New England's
Lions?
gonna get Mac Jones probably.
What if
So
they
does the
don't?
football team make a move?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yo, this is all right. Redskins would be getting back at the Patriots
The football team.
stealing their land. And they would be getting.
You can say that in the mic.
Just saying. Ultimate American revenge.
Say it again there, Jer.
Say it.
All right.
Indians, you're right.
It is. Listen, Patriots at 15. They're ready to get Mac Jones. There's only one pick between them. The Washington football team, aka the Redskins, will be able to get back at the Patriots for stealing their land
It's
New
coming.
and
We're
get
coming.
Mac Jones and screw over the Patriots. This is their time to shine. The
It'd be
light
kinda
is
nice.
on the Washington
Even
football
it out.
team.
Are the
Even it
Cowboys
out.
part of this fight at all, or no? The
Yeah,
Cowboys are like, hey, we were part of that.
Yeah, Kyle,
true.
that's you got a good point. Wow, a lot of American history in these nicknames.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
by
As a
that.
history
I'm
teacher,
offended by the
Vikings
Cowboys,
just
man.
slaughter people and they're just rude, rape, murder. They have nothing to do. They are drink a skull, baby, skull. Well, Chargers pick is in. I do think Slater's gonna be the man.
It's 100%
Just saying.
Slater. Yeah, I got my money on Slater on this one for sure.
Just because you said 100%, I want to choose.
right?
Or I just want him to be wrong.
I just really
You
wanted
love when I'm wrong.
I wasn't
You
sure
love
if
when
I
I'm
wanted Sewell to go to the
You know, don't
Lions
tell me
or
about
I mean,
it.
it's
not.
offensive line. It's,
For
it's
like,
not like
I
best
didn't know if I wanted Sam
available.
to be wrong or right.
yeah, that too.
So what? So who else? Who else of offensive line could it be? Elijah Vera Tucker, Rashawn Slater, or
Could
who
be.
else? Who else is in line for this?
Let me look.
I don't think it's offensive.
Let me look at my
lineman.
big board.
I don't think like all the top wide receivers are gone, right? So
Yeah.
you're not going either.
Unless they
either-
think
either
Vera
way on
Tucker's
those.
solid. I think Newsome is available. You might not like Newsome, but they do need corner help.
I don't like Newsom.
What do you think?
And
So,
Quiddy Pay. Watch out for Quiddy Pay.
That's an under the radar
Just
pick.
saying.
Yeah.
I think Quiddy
But they
Pay.
have Bosa.
Vikings could get
They
Quiddy Pay
have
too. 'cause
Bosa. Yeah,
they
we were
could.
very
do,
interested
but
in
imagine
Yeah, they
having like just stacking
Chargers
Jalen
up
have
Phillips.
Bosa,
Jalen
though, so I
Phillips
don't-
Or
maybe
Phillips.
for the Vikings
So
too.
D end or like a edge guy.
Yeah.
I think this will be an edge guy like Quiddy Pay or Phillips
Well, they're
or
saying.
And we're not
Slater.
counting
More
the
of a
Chargers
guard,
in,
though.
right? Or
Where's
we are.
Morales?
this is Chargers. I think that's who we're talking
Oh,
about.
okay. I was thinking
But I think
Vikings.
Vikings
Sam,
are
I'm
in
not
the
sure what's
same
going
kind
on
of
with your
applies
internet
across
here.
the board.
What?
Yeah.
Your internet
I
here.
know. I've been trying to get Comcast to sponsor us so I can upgrade my internet.
Ooh, yeah. Get fast.
That's brilliant. Have you really done that?
Can you imagine?
You
can
should start
imagine
calling
live-
around.
Get a booster. Yeah.
You really should start calling around and be like,
Yeah,
man,
get a
we'll
Wi-Fi booster.
throw you in
Oh,
once a
Slater's
week.
loving life.
Is that Slater?
He just
Yeah,
got
I mean,
the call.
it's
Wait, was he with the prices?
Wait.
What is going on in this
That's
house?
Quiddy Pay, right? Oh.
so Sam.
they didn't even.
I saw the hair. I saw the hair.
They didn't even give him. They didn't even give him lights to light up the
Yeah.
I
room.
know, what is
Dude, how much were these
that's
cameras?
real life. That is
No.
a true real
This
life.
is like-
what
this is-
people should be like.
That's
No,
not-
guys, this
not
is
even
like
iPhone,
yearbooks. This is like
yearbook.
pre-2000 yearbooks, right there. You
That's
can't.
true.
It
Why is Leon
iPhone
Kings of
6
Leon
Plus.
still jamming?
no, it's the truth. on one of them, I think.
Oh, you like
Got
triple
cheese
K?
bread there. Got everything up in there. I tried to ask for all the occasions.
I kind of love to hear
I
what
love Kuiper.
Yeah, what Mel
just
Kiper's
gets
saying right now.
so hyped.
just to like, is he really wrong about something? Like, has he been completely off?
Always. I feel
Yeah,
like
but like
he's
this
always-
time, what is it this time for this draft?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't think he's like an expert like Shep.
So Slater, which sucks.
He just knows the prospects really well. Like,
Well, and
I
he has
wanted
connections
Slater.
too. Yeah.
I'll take Vera Tucker or. Good pick. That's a solid. Dude, Chargers
Rashawn
are low
Slater.
key. I'm getting hyped for
This
the
lady
Chargers
is
at this
hype.
point.
He is good.
Look at this
Chargers
crew.
are- Herbert's just the man.
Who's Napoleon's cousin there? What was
Wait,
Napoleon? What was Napoleon's friend? Friend
Pedro.
Pedro.
Where?
Right.
Look at Fitz.
He was there front row.
Oh, he loves it.
Fitz is loving life.
Yeah.
Oh, Vikings up.
Who you got, bud?
I'll go O-line, D-line, linebacker. I'll go.
Wait till you see what really happened in that Lions pick, because we got tricked out by the screen. It was an ESPN mistake. Sorry.
We don't know.
You have this recorded, I hope.
Do you
No.
think? Yeah, I don't know.
This will be a long recording.
No, but we're gonna have to. We need
John,
to prove to
hit me up in
Sam
the
what
comments.
really
What are the people
happened.
saying?
Jarrett said he's
Every-
surprised by that last
Yeah.
pick.
Everybody that would comment is right here.
Jarrett says Jarrett is right.
Travis says pizza donations to Venmo at Travis-Nickel. No, not on that one.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think he's big enough, Slater? That's the only thing I worry about with him.
He's got a pretty good, decent amount of size to him. Like, he looks really big right there. But then there are other
He's not-
cameras
yeah.
where it's like, yeah, I don't know if he's big enough.
Not tall enough?
His guy got the
I know, right? Listen, I'm no football expert.
This is where you wish you could rewind.
Actually, it was the first guy. That
Where's the
knocked him down, like, over.
Where's the fast rewind?
Both of his guys got him. Is that Herbert?
7 o'clock there.
That's crazy.
Oh, they're just getting ready to hang out. At the same time, like if we lived over there, we'd be screwed.
That's a great move. Give the chain.
We wouldn't even be able to see anything if we lived on the West Coast.
Oh yeah.
With our kids and stuff, like there's no chance we're seeing this. Yeah, like it would suck living over there. Like we talked, Sam. You literally would not have seen the draft tonight if we lived over there. You were at a baseball game for your daughter, softball game for your daughter until. Okay, maybe.
It would cause way more problems than
Yeah, so we're actually worked out really nice for us. In this scenario, it really did. Sucker, I was right for once. You can't even argue it back. Oh.
Trade.
Again, we're taking $10 donations to the Travis Nickel.
It's going to be the Redskins.
Jets traded back up.
What if they pick Mac Jones? Just to screw the Patriots.
Wait, do they want Vera Tucker?
Maybe they want line? I don't.
Vera Tucker is more of a guard in this league, they said.
Vera Tucker is not a guard. He is a tackle.
They said.
Is New England just like,
There's got to be someone else though. Who else would they want? Elijah Moore early. What's more?
New England has traded.
Not Elijah Moore. I don't.
so
They do need wide receiver. Their best wide receiver last year was Perriman, who's Lions' best wide receiver.
they have got, or no, that's a Giant, sorry. So we got a Pyramid though from them. Hey.
Yeah. Second worst pick.
Dude, Jets were the 23rd pick, so they must have given a decent amount, I think.
Oh, Jets had the 23rd. I forgot about that.
So that's 9 picks back.
They're trying to win now.
What do they need Jets on the book?
So they have him as a guard.
Oh, dude, what if Jets got freaking Najee or Travis Travis
How do they only
Etienne.
have 40 seconds?
If they traded up to get a running back, that'd be the dumbest move. It'd be the dumbest.
I do think it's got to be Vera Tucker. I think.
Wait, why do they have Slater as a guard?
They got.
Hey, it happened
Moves
again,
around.
Sam. But then that's what
Well, no,
that's what
no,
happened, but it was different.
Because
it was
when
longer
it's a trade,
last
it
time.
stays on the clock. It stays on that clock.
Yeah, but why did it go back to
It's
10?
like- 'cause-
But that's what happened though. The Lions,
He's
like
just now figuring it out.
It was different.
30 seconds last.
Why are you guys still talking about this?
Because we don't give we
It
fight
has nothing to do with that.
we fight it out no matter. It's principle, baby. It's
Well,
just
good. I
it
can go
is.
pee because the Vikings aren't picking. So
We've been fighting about stuff for years.
Put the mic on for that.
I need to
All right,
backtrack.
guys, I'll be back. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
See how my
What are you 23 now?
23, baby.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Trade up as I pee.
Vikings pick.
We're gonna trade back up to.
Vikings traded up.
They trade back into the same slot.
They just have to give up a first round.
Right. We're just gonna give you guys more than what we just. We changed our mind. We really want that guy.
I really am
What is
curious
it?
about
New England.
Yeah,
Gotta be offensive line, right?
Yeah, but how about New England?
You think it's Vera Tucker's worth trading up for?
Can we just put this? Do we have to be
So
live?
New England's not taking. They're taking a corner. Is what they're doing. Who? The Jets.
What's New England doing?
No, they're not. Yeah, they are.
Is New England taking Mac Jones?
They're taking a
Jets
corner.
are about to trade with New
Or Gardner
England.
Newsome.
What's that?
Probably Farley.
They're going to trade the 14th and 15th picks.
Because they want to get. It's not the Patriots that they want to get ahead of. It's Arizona. That's the key. That's the team that they're concerned about. Patriots aren't going to trade back. Vikings was their last chance to trade back. So I think the Jets are going corner here. I mean, I think you could go either one.
Kyle, if you don't like Cajuns, one of those got a lot of Cajuns. If you don't care, then
If they trade up for a wide receiver or a running back, I think it was a waste of a trade up, personally. I guess I look at it as a waste of a trade up either way. But they have somebody that they like. So
Corn, I lost the tip. I'm going to go call
we'll see. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense because the Cardinals are going to go cornerback. That's been rumored the whole time. They got to replace Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, exactly. Who just went to the Vikings, by the way, right?
Is Aaron Rodgers is
Did
not
Patrick Peterson go to the
I think Patrick
Vikings?
Peterson went to the Vikings. Didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right, so the Vikings are looking at this and saying Elijah Vera Tucker's not worth it. We're going to get an offensive lineman no matter what, or a defensive
They
end,
might still get Vera Tucker.
or a
Quiddy
defensive
Pay.
end, yeah, maybe, or
Why
Quiddy
does it
Pay.
keep happening?
Well, you need to get a sponsor, dude. It's actually a brilliant idea. You could literally call around to like so many internet places and be
Really
like, "Hey,
should.
we just need someone to produce."
Cable. I want cable too.
You don't
I'm
even-
not streaming my TV.
You don't even have to pay us. Just give us what we need, and then
Without streaming,
Yeah.
they probably would do
we're gonna
it.
have to talk again.
Like they,
Remember when we had the LLC conversation?
I don't pay attention half the time we talk.
Sound business advice, and it goes in 1 year.
Kyle's giving me a bunch of crap, like usual. Everybody that listens knows that.
Still not talking to his microphone, like normal.
Like normal.
Yeah, he doesn't have headphones on either. What a jerk. He's just here for the beer.
Beer and pizza.
Beer and pizza. And snacks. That's why I'm here, too. No, but, I mean, it'll be really interesting to see. I think they're going corner. They're going defense, right? And that's the only defender that, like, a corner is the only defensive.
Everything you're saying makes sense, but I just don't think the corners are good enough to trade up that far.
At
for.
that, yeah, at that.
I really don't. I don't think the corners after the first few.
Drop off.
Yeah, I don't.
For the next couple between each other, right?
I mean, I think like I already said, but Asante Samuel Jr. I think he's better than the guys who are available right now, and I don't. He'll be there in the second round or late first round.
Yeah.
So it's not. That's not the kind of
So
guy
if
that you
that's
can.
who you
that's
like
how I
for.
felt
Yeah.
last year, but
You don't.
With who?
It's very rare you trade up
but like,
for anything other than weapons. Quarterbacks,
yeah,
weapons.
I think so.
I'm really
Yeah.
surprised by this trade. We'll see what happens.
With the 14th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York
Jets select Elijah Vera Tucker. So the Vikings called the Jets and said, "Hey, we're getting your guy. If you want him, now's
So
the time.
they
Otherwise, we're
ended up
getting him."
taking Vera Tucker out of USC.
Yeah, he is.
Mac Jones.
That's Mac. Oh, is that Mac
already
Jones?
already gotten the call.
Smiled all night.
Yeah, it's going to the
I
freaking
can't
Patriots.
believe the Patriots are going to get their guy without trading up.
They called
That's
everybody's
just
bluff.
classic Patriots. Like, they got their dude.
They called everybody's
But
bluff. They
Vera
didn't
Tucker,
care.
I mean, like, I don't think you would have to trade up in that scenario.
To be truthful, Patriots never trade up. Like they just
Yeah.
Right.
they don't even care about the draft. Really.
They usually trade down. He's got Vera Tucker tattooed on his forearm. Yeah, I don't like him anymore.
Kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like that. The name on the front is a heck of a lot more important than the name on the back.
So they're
Until you
saying
point at
they're
it.
saying that he's going to play guard for the Jets, even though he played tackle this last year.
Well, he played guard.
No,
For
it was
USC, didn't he?
2019.
Oh, that was
tape.
19? So, he is more of a guard.
He played guard in 2019. He played tackle in 2020,
Okay. So he's versatile.
and he played really, really well as a tackle.
Did he? Yeah, I mean, it is. Wait, why are the Jets still on the clock? ESPN putting their money.
See,
into
this is what I'm saying. They really
ESPN
screwed me
sucks,
over.
man.
They do.
Oh, they're on the clock with 7:30 left. Wait, what's
See, this
going
is
on?
what threw a loop.
They traded. The Jets traded up with the Jets.
They get 2 picks. They get 2 picks back to back.
Goodell
Oh,
gets
that
that
was a
pick.
steal. Great idea to trade up if you get back-to-back picks. This is
Everyone knows if you
this is the daily double. Do-do-do, or isn't that what they call it in Jeopardy? The daily double. Did I do that right?
Jets just picked Mac Jones.
So much wrong with that.
ESPN, he doesn't know what's
Oh
going
my
on.
gosh, they just announced. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for ESPN how bad.
They did. And Max, like, son of a gun. I thought I was going. I gotta compete with Zach.
What's going on? They're like they put both names on there and they're like, oh, we got to do it. Both names are on the card.
What if the Jets did take Mac Jones? They're like, we got an open competition here.
the Jets choose Mac.
So I'm pretty sure when I was talking earlier about Mac Jones, the microphone was off last time. Yeah, I think so. So I did compare him to Tom Brady earlier.
You did, yeah.
You did a comparison, which you've been all about Mac all day.
I'm telling you, he's good, man. He's the steal of the draft.
I don't think he's
It's classic. He's gonna go to the Patriots.
Future.
Cam's like, son of a gun.
Well, it's gonna be Mac Jones. We already know that. Greeny really sucks at this, by the way. Oh my gosh.
It's not. No. It's really not. We got
Food security or something like that. Which I think is like, if your carrots get a little too personal, you have security step in so the peas feel safe. I think.
Oh, they get out of there.
Yeah.
I think it's that people have a lot of food, but they don't have the resources to lock it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay.
So you
like
have,
food coolers with locks.
Food coolers with locks
and then
or
you have
cameras to watch
security with a
those.
gun that protects it.
Ah, okay. Heavy security.
Yeah. Heavy
Well, that's
security.
heavy security, though.
That's
Yeah.
heavy. I mean,
Yeah.
Firearms.
Yeah.
Bad.
Usually he's about 220.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Pretty heavy.
now it's safe to take that off.
With the 15th
What did Sam just do?
Oh, yeah, the Patriots. Yep, they won 6 Super Bowls. 0 without Brady.
Mac Jones.
I cannot believe Mac Jones went to the Patriots without trading up.
It's crazy.
Look at this goof.
How
walk.
pumped? How pumped do you
He
think
looks
he
like
is?
he looks like a guy that doesn't talk to anybody in the hallway walking class to class.
I'm surprised
Right.
he's walking with like. He looks
like,
like a
I'm
guy that
going.
would be like
No,
right
he-
arm with right leg, like that.
This
kind of
dude's
guy.
on a mission. Like, I'm good. I'm just gonna be good.
So he didn't go 3, so he's just not happy.
How are you not gonna be happy
COVID,
when you
don't
go to
give
the
high
you're going
fives.
to the Patriots?
Yeah, are you allowed to do high fives in COVID?
I don't think that's safe.
There's like 2 guys with masks on in the crowd.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But the one guy next
I don't
to
think
the
he's
guy-
got to worry about money.
Yeah, the rest of them are
All
high
right,
fiving.
I like Mac Jones. That smile. He like whispered something into his ear.
Pat him on his butt.
He said, "Howdy, partner," and gave him a little tickle.
Guys,
He seems
seriously,
like a
Mac
good
Jones.
Dude. He seems
Mac
like
Jones.
a good dude.
He's like, I got the same last name as you guys.
Are you Jerry's son?
Think about their situation now. You get the most accurate thrower in the draft going to
Oh, he
the
just
Patriots.
did a fake handoff to the wrong side.
Oh man, that
Sam,
Bama was so
they
good
are
there.
Showing bad clips of some of these.
I know, it's crazy. Like, why would you show a throw that he did?
Right.
He did play
That was
action.
great. That was great. That was.
He also has
It's the most accurate.
most
don't
talented team
say
around
that's
him.
because of Waddle.
Oh, he dropped it right into his hand.
And he throws it with guys right in his face all the time.
He's also playing with players that are head and shoulders above the.
Their offensive line did not grade out well.
Oh yeah, he only had like 12 seconds to throw there.
That 300 or 400 times this year, and you can of course pick highlights, 10 of them.
77%.
It was the
77% completion percentage.
100 clips of him throwing bad balls.
You can?
No, you can't.
That's the media.
That's the point.
What media can do. You guys got suckered into what media can do. You complain about it in politics. This is what they do in.
You complain about it. in
I want
politics more
you,
than we do.
Jared.
Show Kyle Trask. I can show you Kyle Trask that many.
I can show you
Kyle
our text
Trask
message
sucks.
thread. And how
Hey, give
much
me 100 clips of
negativity
Mac
you
Jones throwing terrible balls.
Florida to get away from
I want you to. No. No, I will eliminate your
Girls are
life for a
wearing
week.
prom dresses.
I'll pay you to do it.
What's up with those earrings?
All right. Oh, that girl's going to my top 10.
Which one? Blue
All
dress?
right,
or
Jared,
pink dress?
Jared, get back in here.
Was that pink dress?
Get back in here with your top 10 picks.
I thought it was pink dress. Which one made it in your top
She's
five?
back. She's back.
Which one just made it in your top 5? Pink dress or the blue dress?
Black dress.
Second row.
Zach
Hold on, we got. Tell us what's going on here.
probably. And
So
his
Jared's
mom and
been-
his other sister.
Jared's been quietly.
Zach Wilson.
So Zach Wilson's family's top
Good-looking
5.
kid.
And
I
then
gotta jump in. Zach
going to
Wilson.
number
I'm
6.
thinking about it. Zach Wilson's got the most beautiful family I've ever seen in my life.
Did you see that pink dress?
Pink
Pink
dress.
dress was great, and black dress behind her. I don't know if you saw
I
her,
didn't
but
see black
she's
dress. I was
very
distracted by
underrated.
her.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
So my top 10 most beautiful women in this draft:
So far,
Zach Wilson's mom, 2 sisters, her cousin.
Vera Tucker. Family that didn't
Yeah.
have lights on them. Wasn't that Vera Tucker's? You couldn't see anybody because there was no lights on them.
Ryan automatically assumed.
It was Quiddy Pay. The hair was the Quiddy Pay.
Nothing you could see. You couldn't see anyone. He goes, "Oh, that's gotta be."
What do you think Cam Newton's thinking right now?
Cam's effed.
Oh, dude,
Cam
that
is the
guy.
worst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
Cam,
oh,
I don't. He
MVP
is so
in
bad. Cam's
2011.
bad. Look at pink, blue.
I would say pink. I like the earrings. The earrings are nice. I bet you those earrings are expensive.
There's another one. I swear, black dress somewhere.
I don't think there was a black dress. There's blue dress.
What? Just wait. Unless that was her mom. His mom again.
How old? She's looked young. Pink dress.
She might have been a little too young. She might have been JB.
Black dress was the mom.
Yeah, pink dress was probably a little too young. Some JB for sure, but give it a couple years.
I don't know what JB means. What does JB mean? Oh, jailbait. Ooh.
No, we used to say jailbait and future draft.
I hope Mac Jones wins the Super Bowl.
Future draft
against
pick.
The 49ers. Trey Lance.
Cardinals.
Like, it might not happen next year, but within a couple
Oh,
years.
but give it time. Yeah.
Is that Matt Jones with 2 T's?
Yes.
It's got to be Caleb Farley.
Oh, Farley would be a good one. Corner is big.
Newsome?
Newsome still. Oh, they went linebacker, right? Yeah, Tulsa.
You guys
He
have
was
to pretend you know who he
he
is.
was a first round guy. First round guy.
The other
Zaven.
linebacker from Notre Dame hasn't been picked yet.
Z-A-V-E-N.
I would have taken the guy from Notre Dame before him.
I agree. I think he was better. So they needed outside.
Correct. Yes. And I'm a big fan of Simmons still.
I like Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who I wanted last
So
year.
is Simmons, isn't he? Simmons is smaller, and faster. Well, that was just a terrible throw, by the way.
That was a terrible throw.
No, I'm not talking
Yes.
Where was Penny Sewell in that video?
What a pick.
Where was he, Sam?
I didn't see him. I think it was the right side.
This is where I have Notre Dame's linebacker going.
Really? To the
Yeah,
Raiders?
Yeah.
I thought he would have been the second linebacker off the board, personally.
I thought he was this. I think Notre Dame's linebacker is the second best guy.
All we know about this guy is he can catch a bullet.
Bullets right to his chest.
Yeah, when the
Right.
quarterback makes
So-
a terrible throw, he can catch the ball.
So if I'm the Cardinals, I'm throwing this dude on tight end once in a while on the goal line. I mean, he can catch an absolute rocket.
Only that play.
Right. We
dare you.
Yeah.
We
We
dare you to
did.
come
Eight
to the game.
highlights and 3 of them were bullets to his chest that he caught.
Yeah, but how
He
many
caught.
how many guys dropped that pass?
100%.
74%.
But you know what? I'll bet you I could go.
Fake.
I'll bet
It's
you I
almost
can go
Mac
online
Jones'
and find
percentage.
two shots of him probably missing those catches.
True, but man, the two that
Depends on
we
what kind of
saw.
film you put.
Oh,
Pink
All right.
ones.
Oh, changing.
you know they're going back to this highlight solely for the fact that his family.
Well, Jerry, yeah, they're watching our podcast, so
Exactly.
They're trying to get it really
Yeah, they're
push
like,
it in top 10.
hey, we want to make sure. We want to make sure.
that
You
needs
got
to
the
be a
zero
thing.
back?
Next year we do need a top 10
Yeah, they
draft.
look
Like
Alabama.
Draft women. Well, I'll tell you what. There was somebody with Fields looking pretty good too.
Oh,
What
was
that
it?
like?
We can look.
This is what you
Let's
get
get a
when you're
highlight.
Alabama quarterback. Remember the Brent Musburger? He's going nuts over what's his
yes,
face?
yes.
That was the dude. Yeah,
Oh,
Bengals backup quarterback.
Yeah, McCarron, AJ McCarron.
AJ
When he
McCarron's
was at Alabama.
girlfriend or wife or something.
Girlfriend back then. But
Musburger.
it's so funny.
He was. Oh man.
His girlfriend or fiance, whatever she was, had more camera time than AJ.
Oh, she did.
Probably.
Yeah, she did.
I've never even heard of him before.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, that's a Miss USA winner right there.
That's so funny. So you got Notre Dame's linebacker going for the Raiders?
I have him going here. Definitely defense. I could see them going corner as well. So I could. I will
they
think
failed on
Farley
corner
or
last
Newsom. Yeah, I think Farley or Newsom could go
corners
here
are
as
bad.
well. I think it has to be defense. I think their offense is actually good enough with Waller and a couple good wideouts. So
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
What about
And
their
they got a good
defensive
running
line?
back.
What about
Well,
what about their pass rush? Could they go D end here or no? I mean, they
I'm
need
so-
help across the board.
dude, think about number one position. There has not been an edge guy yet in the draft.
Do you think Quiddy Pay's the first one to go?
I do think he's the best. It's him or Phillips probably for my pick.
At this point, you'd
I think
almost
Quiddy
think that
Pay
it's-
is your guy, but like
Yeah.
you're getting the number one edge guy at this pick. That's crazy.
but nobody knows who that
One
is.
thing
That's the problem.
interesting is Gregory Russo just seems to keep falling.
Oh, he'll
Like,
fall.
I mean,
I don't think I have him going in the first
Well,
round.
I mean,
I
like,
don't me either.
I guess I meant more or less like
Yeah,
he
of
was
the mock
highest
drafts,
Ranked,
He
ranked,
was.
like very early.
he was
on.
top 10 in a lot of people's
very
early.
on with these mock drafts. And
He's
then
in the draft.
slowly-
I don't know why he got invited
down
to
and
this
down
draft
and
because
He's gonna go home disappointed.
he might be that guy that's there tomorrow.
If he's there for the Lions in the second round, I wouldn't hate
Oh,
it.
that'd be a hell of a pick, second round, anything.
I don't
Russo?
want
So,
Russo second round.
I mean, I
He's
would
at
rather
the
go
draft.
wide
Anybody at
receiver
the
or
draft
something,
second round, I'll
personally.
take him.
I don't
'cause
think
It
he's
depends
got
on
like
what
the
wide receivers
physical
are there.
nature that I guess the Lions are looking for. I think they want more of
Yeah.
a strong. Yeah,
And you don't need to go. You don't need to go rush. You have both ends taken care of for at least this year. I
They're
mean,
at-
if somebody falls to you, you take them, but you don't have to.
the Lions are at a point with their defensive line where they feel like it's probably good enough for now. Like
Yeah.
they want to address it in the draft? Yeah, they definitely could. But if they don't, they can
not-
pass
yeah.
with a lot of the young guys they've drafted who have not contributed at all,
Mhm.
and it's really time for one of them or two or three of them to step up.
Yeah. So how do you think? So we re-signed Romeo Akwara. What's the other Akwara's name? The guy from Notre Dame.
Julian Akwara,
Yeah,
his
so
brother.
He's more of a pass rush guy, right?
I mean, they're both kind of the same style.
Same thing.
Romeo Akwara is actually probably going to be your like he has to
First
earn
and
it. He has to
second
work. He has to work for it. Like he might be like
Sorry,
the guy.
which one, Romeo or Julian?
Romeo is the guy who will go get after it all game long,
Okay.
like he did last year.
Yeah.
Julian is the more physically gifted athlete,
Okay.
but he was probably a little bit more raw, not quite as quick, but incredible length, incredible
No one
strength.
from that party was good looking.
Yeah.
So I mean, he has great upside. I mean, he got hurt pretty early last year when he
Yeah,
started
he was
playing.
coming off an injury too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously a lot can happen. What are we at? Pick 17. You got 13 more?
Yeah, and they're showing
15
the
more?
best of
15 more
Mel
picks.
Kiper's best available, which is stupid anyways. But
Yeah, I can't believe he has Elijah Moore.
he's got Elijah Moore as his
best
number
available
one.
right now?
Yeah, which does not make any sense to me. I disagree
I
with
think
that
he's got
completely.
a ton of talent, but not at the 16th overall. That is ridiculous.
Do you think
I think he.
Christian
Jamin
Beresov might
Davis.
be an interesting pick
Okay,
for the
look,
Vikings?
Jamin Davis as linebacker. He is an athlete,
Yeah.
but he's not a good linebacker.
I think it's the right
So would
system.
he be
If
kind
you're
of
in the
a
right
pass rush
system,
type
he's
thing?
what you need.
I looked him up because he just started shooting up everybody's boards. The problem with him is he just doesn't make a decision. Like he just stands there and waits for. Like he'll get a ton of tackles, but people
that?
tackle him. Like the running back will find him and run him over,
Do
and
you
he'll
think
just
it's
fall
because
backwards.
this day and age with spreads and 5 wideouts and you got to cover a fast slot or a
Maybe,
running back?
Maybe that was his
I think
job.
that's what you need now is just athletic linebackers at this point.
which
Maybe.
he is an athlete.
Yeah.
I just think he's slow to react.
Alex Leatherwood. Wow. Oh, that's the okay. Another Bama boy. Another Bama boy.
Wait,
That
Raiders.
seems like a reach.
Raiders.
Leatherwood
just
I had
picked
at the end
Leatherwood?
of the first round. I had at the end of the first round.
Leatherwood,
It's
I
Bama,
saw
dude.
a
I think people
lot
favor
that he was in the second
Bama.
round.
People just favor Bama guys because they're just offensive
They're Bama
systems.
guys.
Took his girl off him.
Did he? Did he really? Look at him.
About to, he's striking a pose.
This is my time.
Can you rewind?
Do you remember? Yeah, I can, but you don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just
Dude,
watch it.
that's too early for Leatherwood.
I
Sorry.
agree with that. Do you remember who was it that a couple years ago that his girlfriend like looked at his phone and he goes, "CD Lamb?" Is that? Yeah, I think you're right. It was definitely
Is
a
that
wide
what it was?
receiver.
What did he do?
His girlfriend like
Yeah, he
grabbed
shut
his
it
phone and started
down.
looking at it and he goes,
Oh yes,
like
yeah.
ripped it
that
out
was
from her
shady.
hand. It's like, oh yeah, what do you got going on?
So you think it's a reach?
I don't. I think there are so
there?
many
It feels like a reach.
in our chair. Everything feels like a reach, but I know like they reach
Yes.
and say this is the guy we want.
He could have been the top
But-
tackle in their mind.
But I also
Exactly.
think, as
That-
far
that-
as like big
Penny
board
swell.
goes,
Penny swell.
Leatherwood maybe goes like 30 or 31. I think I picked him to go like the very end of the.
I'm not
first
saying
round.
I'm not saying he's a reach because he's
It's
not a
just
good
very
tackle.
high.
I think he's a reach
coulda got
because
him
they
later.
should have gone defense.
Yes.
And to pass up on defensive players
That's
as the
fine.
Raiders,
If you're gonna
then-
look at
then
like
he's not the guy to reach for.
if you're gonna look at like what they need, that's fine. But how are we gonna at this point in the draft? I don't think
The
the next 15 players there's that much of a difference. We talk first round. It helps them out for sure. But
Can we do a live one right now?
if we're talking about like about who they actually want, like what is the difference between the next 14 picks? I don't know that there's that massive of a difference.
Well, that and we can't judge the interviews that they had with the players.
Exactly.
We don't know like what kind of locker room guys they are. If they're smart, if they can pick up on
Was
schemes,
ringing or not for trade ups.
right? You can't judge that either. Exactly. Good point. No, but I mean,
I'm not gonna say the phone was ringing, but do you think they were reaching out to try to get people to trade?
No, because I think
That's
you got
what
a
I'm talking
great
about.
you got a great
but
pick.
that's what I
Wait,
mean.
hold on.
I don't think.
All right,
No, that's
I was
my
just
whole
joking.
point.
I was just joking. We were gonna go there.
Hold on.
Okay,
That's my
so
whole
who
point.
the heck was gonna trade up at that point? Based on how the draft has gone, who do you think they could have traded?
Patriots love Mac Jones. They have like 10 or 11 picks in this
so who
draft.
looks like the smart person right now?
The
Patriots.
So
100%.
why would they call the Lions? Or
They're
take
not
the
going
Lions
to?
call?
Why are
And
the
how do you
Lions
know
not
that-
calling?
How do you know they didn't?
They obviously they had a chance. They had a chance.
But they did
Bears
get the guy
traded.
they wanted though.
Did
the
the
Lions.
Bears trade up? Did the
No one's trading
Bears
up.
traded up.
Like the way
Bears
they need
traded
to.
up.
Yeah, Bears traded up.
I know,
you think
but
you
they
could have
didn't.
talked to the Bears? You don't think you could have talked to the Patriots? They wanted Mac Jones that
Because
bad?
they knew that
think
the
the
Lions
Redskins
weren't going to
wanted
take
someone that bad?
Fields.
What?
They knew the Lions weren't taking Fields.
Yeah, but how do you know the Broncos aren't taking Fields?
Because we already
That's what
are
you gotta
set
push.
on Drew Lock taking over. Just kidding.
you just traded for Teddy
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater.
I know. He back up. Veteran back up. Veteran back.
No, no.
That's my only point.
Eddie.
I kicked that rip. I don't remember. Now my foot's gonna be under there.
all right. So this is interesting. I don't care what you guys are saying. I'm over your guys' conversation. Dolphins pick is interesting because this is their second pick of the first round.
Eli Moore.
Elijah Moore. That's not
Can't
that
get
good.
over these dudes in the chair.
They'll go
There's no one else think that's funny.
Darisaw.
He's still on the board.
Darisaw. I thought Darisaw should have gone over.
The Miami Dolphins select Jalen Phillips.
Oh, there's Phillips. So they're going a little defense.
All right, first defensive end off the board, Jalen Phillips.
I thought Quiddy Pay would have been.
Oh yeah, you didn't think of that.
He's just gonna move across the hall where it's the double suite. Yeah.
Wait, Jarrett, we need your rating. We need your
Mom,
rating.
Dad,
on
I get
these
the
two.
suite now.
Anything? Jarrett, any rating on these two?
This is the ultimate draft where we could have done like hottest chick and hot and just the top 10 funniest chairs in the draft. The people that they're chosen to sit in the chair. There's a lot of quality winners. Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
It needs to be a rating system.
You're so funny. Damn it.
Yeah,
Like
because they always do it right.
That's a hit. Right there.
so many people do the basics.
They always spell
Yeah.
So many people do stuff like this. Like, this is what I think.
Yeah.
The football team is on the clock.
I don't know.
Jaelen.
Jaelen, I think.
Number 4 on my list.
Yeah,
People are gonna be like,
Jalen.
wow,
Yeah, makes sense.
And like best fans sitting in the Lions fan went.
I don't think there's an eye.
Yeah, dude, he had his balls were hanging out.
I love that picture.
Did you see that?
The Lions.
Who is it
fan, they
compared
had the
to?
Short shorts that were like.
And then who's on the left?
Some old dude.
Mac Jones? That's funny.
The first lady was like 7,000.
He must be, yeah.
They
What is
love Hawaiian
this?
Polynesian dudes. Lions love the Polynesian guys.
I don't know enough about him, to be honest.
Me neither.
I mean, Jalen Phillips started at UCLA, retired from football because of concussion injuries
Who
and
did?
concerns. Jalen Phillips. Then came back to Miami. UCLA would not let him play anymore because of concussions. He went to Miami and played 1 year and says he's all into it now. He retired because of injury concerns, concussions.
That is something. I didn't know that.
Our top 10.
I wouldn't take that risk.
None of those girls are top 10 material.
You're not talking into the mic. It's so funny. That's so good.
But that is the truth.
Now it's just creepy.
Is there technology to have like this, but not that?
What do you mean?
Like, not to hear that, but to like hear this without me having to go like.
No, probably not. Maybe like mics that
You
would
should be
click
able
or
to get
something.
like a center mic that picks up all the audio around.
But it would pick up this though. Still, I think.
Oh shoot.
We'd have headphones. You'd
Honestly,
still
the
have to
the best way to do it would be like to get one of those clip mics.
Oh
And
yeah.
then still be headphones. So you have that.
Yeah.
You guys have a ton of sponsor money from. Wait, is the Hop sponsoring again?
For
Are
softball,
they paying you or just paying you in beer?
did they get that and sponsor for softball?
I don't know. That's not my job. It's yours.
No, it's literally your job.
I'm not gonna ask for more money.
Oh, then we have to change
Rob a
sponsors.
bank,
No
you
way
don't
we're
stand
getting
around
that.
asking for more. You get out of there.
I never. I never went to that.
Also, I need money for this.
No, I didn't.
Is this the bank of the hops?
No, I didn't. I never went there for
The
anything.
board member thing at the Hops.
And I'm
is
gonna
that
have
not
to
a thing
cancel that and
anymore?
find a new sponsor. We're effed. We have the jerseys.
That sucks.
But
I'm gonna join a Tampa.
I could
League.
ask.
You
I
can
feel
join me.
bad. How much do I need?
400. We have jerseys.
If I put that up,
700.
can your jerseys just say my name?
Yeah.
It'll just say Kyle.
You want? Yeah, you can do that.
Nothing else, no print. It's just white with Kyle on it.
Wait, you're just ready to throw money around? Like,
No, but that would be really funny if you guys had to wear my Kyle.
you could sponsor this.
Jersey with red letters.
You could sponsor the podcast. You could sponsor the podcast for less.
So all you listeners out there who want to invest in or buy some steel or something, I don't even know what you do.
Kyle, just call Kyle.
Yeah, call Kyle.
Might have a backup.
If I paid you a little bit more, could you say it's sponsored by Jarrett Fenimore? Yeah, for a full year, I could just sponsor.
the official Vikings fan of State of My Sports in 2021.
No,
There you go.
not official, but I want
Official Lions fan.
Jarrett Fenimore.
You can be a.
Are you? You're not on the.
Jerseys would just be my face. I would literally own you guys.
The happiest podcast on earth wants to sponsor State of My Sports
Like,
podcast.
literally, the jersey and pants are just me naked. I'll take a picture and they have to photo it so that your jerseys are literally my body on everybody.
Jared, we can split this and do like a
God, we have a good opportunity. This is a good business opportunity.
You guys would want to do a front back thing.
Everybody's back. Everybody's back would be my Instagram handle.
Whoever looks better.
Instagram handle. Twitter handle. So people could
I mean, anything to make me not have to spend money on softball.
Deal. I could happy.
Wait, yeah, you're out of
Podcast
the
on Earth.
you're out of the
Happiest
softball
podcast
team
on
now.
Earth. You could be sponsored by us.
You're off the spot. You're off the
And then
football
I'll
team or
make
softball.
jerseys. You guys can just have Disney. Everybody's a Disney character.
Oh, I like
We
that.
would too.
That would be cool.
All right, there you go, Jared. Way to
Think about it.
Jared, when
You owe me one of
Next
our best
week.
players.
Hold on though. So Ryan's done too.
We need to stop playing. You
It's,
can't play
it's so
softball.
exciting, but
Yeah, it is.
so fast, dude.
You're on a Thursday team already.
You left our team.
You guys have a league yet?
Yeah,
Oh,
every year.
Ryan, you bailed from the softball.
I've been in my work softball league longer
No,
than
you
guys have
haven't. You literally played with us last year on Thursdays.
Yeah, the year before that was Tuesdays. The year before that was Tuesdays.
Okay, but last year you played with us on Thursdays.
This is getting awkward.
They didn't have a league. I don't think you guys had a team last year, did you?
So we're gonna lose.
Hold on.
I think it's time to start a mini golf league.
Kyle, like we're at not this Kyle, but
Oh, that's Davis.
Yeah, the other. That's a good point.
There's Davis.
and John's in golf league Thursday.
All right, Jamin Davis. Their defense is actually very good, right?
I love how they have all the hats just sitting there. They seriously just send them all the hats?
They must. They must.
Do you think he has to send them back, or do you think he just keeps them? Just in case he gets traded?
This whole closet is all that.
Yeah, Trev, we might need to quit softball. If we lost Jarrett, Ryan, and Kyle,
I'm telling you, golf.
like how are we gonna fill these roster spots? And John, you golf on Thursdays, right?
Golf league,
Yeah.
baby.
Doing co-ed softball on Mondays, though.
Are you?
Do one more year for Kyle. I thought just for the thing, but
Dude, Davis,
you say the same thing.
they've not shown a Florida Gator highlight yet, which is a good thing.
I think they did for Kyle Pitts.
No, they haven't yet.
I think they showed a Kyle Pitts highlight
No, I
earlier.
missed, though. I just don't want to see a negative. Nothing is worse in the draft than when they just keep showing highlights against your team.
Yeah, they did for Mac Jones.
Show up
Oh,
to
the
game
Florida?
and honor
Yeah,
Kyle
I'm
and
talking
then
about
just
Kentucky.
retire. That's it.
Damn
After
it,
game
Mac
one.
Jones.
Just have nobody play in left field or right field.
Kind of had a
You
shot
would have been
against
all
Bama.
about golf league too. We were talking about it for years.
Softball or golf?
It's been literally that for 2 years.
When is it starting?
June. June.
Dude, like, look at their
Is
draft
this?
board
Has
behind
it only
all
been
these
1 year?
names
Yeah, but
and
it's
stuff.
better on Thursday. I mean, it sucked on Tuesday. Wednesday always sucked.
Positional. Sucks when your league starts over all day.
Positional, like,
Just national day.
probably their rankings and positions.
First time in a year and a half, and you have a triple header.
If you could zoom in, they
Oh,
probably
no.
would see
Was
it.
it in the snow too?
No,
Yeah, wasn't it brutal?
It's a good combo.
Well, thanks for everybody that joined. We're gonna.
We're done.
We did have viewers at some point, but we're just gonna call it a night unless the line's straight up, then we'll jump back in.
So talk to you next week, if not sooner, guys.
Tuesday, we're gonna break
Let's
down the
talk-
full draft. Actually, we're gonna do this again tomorrow for the second round. You guys in? Kyle's in. That's a great point.
Somebody get the iPad. Sam, I need the iPad. The iPad.
Yeah. Oh, I should have had that.
Outro,
set
fight song.
up. Fight song. Yeah, play a fight song on the out.
To the
Thank you for your struggles.